Hello. Hi, Guru. How are you, friend? Yay, gay stream, says Guru. Hell yeah. We love queer developers. We love queer content. It's good stuff. I'm so excited to play this. Oh my god. So... Here, let me go to the gameplay screen. I'm going live in 5 minutes, but fuck it, I just want to show what the gameplay screen looks like once I connect it. Let's see. Which one do I want? Let's go with this screen capture. This one? Because I don't think I've shown the menu. No, look at it, it's so pretty! Wait, we're being gay here? I can't. I'm strictly queer. We being gay in here. I'm gonna be delayed, says Guru, because I'm gonna play Balatro, but excited for this in the background. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, you're gonna get some voice acting from me. Gonna get some nice music. There's Tamar, coming in with the holy shit, it's a dinosaur sound. Hello, friend. I recently came to the realization, says Mixed Blacktastic, that I'm basically a queer lesbian trapped in a man's body. Interesting. I mean, hey. That's fair. Sometimes it do be like that. It's my entrance music for your streams. Is it? Hell yeah. Sorry, it's been a day. That's awesome though, thank you. So many people use it too, so. Egg moment trademark? Perhaps. Perhaps. So this is a fun little game. Also a very emotional little game. I'm just gonna check that real quick before I forget. Here we go. That I had the pleasure of playtesting a few times. Which is pretty wild. This is the first game that I playtested. It was a really cool experience. You do be streaking, Mixed Blacktastic. You reached your streak. 3 stream streak, let's go. I've been all kinds of things. More like egg lifetime. That's fair. That's fair, my friend. How are you, Tamar? Yes, do explore. Hell yeah. Yeah, anyway, I was saying I was playtesting this game, which was really cool. So, some of you were here when I played the demo for this, a few months ago, I think, at this point. Because I played it for the Next Fest, the Steam Next Fest that was happening. And I was like, oh, this is a really cool game. I really enjoyed the demo. Played the whole thing, had a great time. Corbin was the one who introduced it to me. And, I think there was a form that you could fill out to be like, hey, what'd you think of the demo? Like, if you're interested in anything else, like, let us know. Put down your email. So I think that's what I did. I filled out the form and I was like, I had a great time doing the demo. This was cool. And then I must have input my email, for streams to be like, yeah, like, send me stuff about this game. This looks cool. And then one of the developers, Dandelions, reached out to me and was like, hey, do you want to playtest? And I'm like, yes, please. That sounds cool. So I've spent, maybe the last month doing some playtests. I've seen much of this game. I've seen the behind-the-scenes stuff. It's quite cool. But thoroughly, like, overall, I've now actually played through this game fully already. Because I also did something else for it, which you will hear about from True Avatars in, I think, a week or so. But I just loved it so much. It's a really, really human story. Very relatable writing. And the characters are just so colorful and cool, and just there's so much to them. There's different age ranges, different body types, different walks of life. Like, it's really cool. And like, just to see the breadth of diversity. So what I did was, I've already played through the game, but I'm gonna play through it again a little bit tonight, on stream, because I played it off stream. And my thinking was that I could pick up, not immediately after the end of the demo, but like a little ways from it. I wanted to show you guys a new character. That was my goal. At least one new character, maybe two, maybe three, who knows? So that's my plan. So we're gonna start from one of the new characters. So if you don't want to be spoiled by the, I want to say it's the third client, then I would say maybe mute the stream, or just like bring its volume down like just a smidge and like make it really low, and then go do your own thing and lurk. That's cool. But I just kind of wanted to show that off. Very cool, Mixed Blacktastic. Because no T-Ball just because function. Fair enough. You were on the Estradiol Road up until recently. Interesting. Well, it's cool that you're exploring a bunch of stuff. That's really awesome. Oh yeah. I love that for you. It's all a journey. The journey's half the fun. So yeah, so we're gonna play the game. I'll pull up some content warnings first and foremost. So you can see here's all the content warnings, just in case it comes up. We have animals in peril or dying, because it involves Jin's pet rabbit. The illness is curable, but if the funds for surgery cannot be collected by the end, the rabbit will die. This does not happen in the demo. Recreational drugs. During a particular route, you're no for drugs in a low-pressure environment. Job risk, work impropriety. Jin's boss Baron is overly familiar and can act threateningly. It's pressure, wrenching targets, all that other stuff. Clan in the game wants mods in part due to the pressure from work and certain else they may lose their job. That's another situation. Lack of autonomy. There is if people have watched me play the demo, there is a client that lacks bodily autonomy. Medical costs. Medical costs are high. Monetary stress related to medical costs. That's kind of the whole game. You're kind of trying to manage your money. Parental abuse. There is a character that was tricked and lied to by their parents. So that is just a heads up. We aren't gonna run into that one, I think, in this stream. I think that's past the content where we're gonna start. And there is this one, which is really interesting. I think this actually might have been new, but during a particular route, and we won't do this because, again, we're not dealing with this character, but we wouldn't do this anyway. But during a particular route, you can direct Jin to be transphobic to another character. Full disclosure, Jin is of course not, but you can choose to be, and the other character will push back against what Jin says. All instances of transphobia can be avoided, and the route can be exited at several points. The route is not required for any achievement. I can't speak today. Anyway, just want to give a heads up. Just in general, and it's nice that they have these. So, yeah. I'm gonna be only half focused, says Guru, because one of the days I get my PC fixed. Oh, yes. Good night. Hey, Corwin, how's it going? We're just getting into it. I'm doing okay. Today was a little stressful, but, you know, life. I was just kind of talking about my experience with the game, playtesting it, and all that fun stuff, and I kind of highlighted where I'm going to be starting. I believe, at this point, you've played the game now, fully? I think that was your goal. Did you get access to the Steam copy early? I did. I did indeed. So I played it actually a week ago? Finished it, says Corin. Good, okay. Yeah, I got it a week ago, and it's partially because of something that everyone will be knowledgeable of in maybe a week or two, but it relates to true avatars. So I got a bunch of achievements last week. Gotcha, yeah. You're like, no. Yeah, it was a special case related to the podcast, so There we go. We will see, you know. It's whatever it shall be, which you will learn in a week or two. It's very good. Yes. So, for the sake of your knowledge, Corwin, and I'm gonna say the name of the client that we're starting on, because you'll know the client, but just in case it's a spoiler for anyone, I'm just giving a heads up. I'm gonna say the client's name. We are starting with Jupiter. I've skipped some content with, Ocean. Ocean was in the demo. And skipped, I mean, I played it, and then I, like, just thought, I'll start at Jupiter, why not? I love that bunny. Everybody loves that bunny, Tamar. That's the whole point of the game. Your rabbit, your bunny named Nibbles Dandelions, the best name ever. Poor rabbit is sick. He needs an operation. And you need to cover the funds, and you need to save money. And meet with clients, and save your poor little rabbit. I did get the good ending. It is wholesome. But, yeah, this game is all about saving that rabbit. Yeah, I know. Baby. Look at this little baby. How could you say no to that little face? Guru says your PC problem is a motherboard problem. You just need to replace everything. Oh, I'm so sorry. Love the bunny. Gotta get that achievement for failing to save the furball. Nah, I couldn't. I mean, I've only played through it once, I will say that. But I did talk with others who played through it multiple times and also got all the achievements for the sake of achievements, but I was like, oh my god, I would die. I know what the other ending is. It is sad. So sad. My heart is sad. Don't worry, we're gonna save the bunny. I don't know if we'll finish the game today, but we'll certainly get through quite a bit. And then either way, I'll show you the credit roll because yeah, there's stuff in it that I like. Yeah. Anyway, let's load game. And let's see which one it is, because I have 4 saves. And I don't remember which one. I think it was the first one. Yeah, the first one's like 15. That's like 3 o'clock or what, at 3:30. It's probably this one. I'm not expecting to tear up. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. You can save him. He's a good... and I can tell you what the ending is, if the good ending, if it's helpful later, but I won't spoil it. But you can save him. Okay, let's just go with this one and hope to God. If it's not Jupiter, I'm reloading. Let us see, friends. There's Jin, there's our boy. Well, actually, there's our person. Jin uses any and all pronouns. I don't have any clients scheduled for today, which makes me more anxious than I'd like to admit. I settle in the lobby and decide to get some paperwork done. The odds baron might ask me to run an errand and keeps me from sinking too deeply into bored tedium. There's a sign on Soul's door asking not to be disturbed. She puts one up every once in a while and then locks herself in there with the lights dimmed. It's a safe bet that she won't be sending me to Winnie's today. Just as I've resigned myself to a day of admin work, the clinic's front door slides open. Look at it! Look at them! I love Jupiter! Hey, do you take walk-ins? They look young, probably in their early 20s. If they're a student, they likely want to spend a lot. On the other hand, wasting time on a fruitless client is still better than paperwork. I hope we get to the last interview. I love them so much. I love the last client so much. I want to be her and I want to date her. Anyway, yes. Yes, we take walk-ins. We do. If you're interested, I can offer you an immediate assessment free of charge. Exactly. Hell yeah, Crowin. Hey. Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks so much. I pull out a data chip from behind the counter. If you could just fill out this for me, please? Oh, sure, no worries at all. As they fill out the form, I note their look is part of a subculture that's slowly been growing in popularity. I take the outstretched data chip and plug it into my tablet. I glance down to find Jupiter. He, him, 20, near the top. Hey, gay rights. Tomorrow. Jupiter, I'm Jin, and I use all pronouns. Nice to meet you. That's me, yeah. Nice to meet you too. I'll just take a minute to review your information and we can get started. Yeah, for sure. That sounds great. I look back to the file and take a minute to scroll through it. What's your occupation? Under the line of work section is scrolled Student. Desired procedure. Jupiter's interested in an animated tattoo, floating hair, and pointed ears. A note clarifies, like a hobbit, not an elf. He's not sure which of them he'd like, though. I might try to do something a little different for him, I don't know, we'll see. They're all easy procedures, but the tattoo and hair would be expensive to reverse. The ears, on the other hand, are very simple to change back if desired. Everything looks about as I expected. Let's move to the consult room. Everything looks great. Shall we move to my office? Yeah, that sounds great. We walk down the hall, Jupiter keeping a few steps behind me. I push open the door and walk in. Jupiter stands blankly in the doorway for a moment. Indicate a seat. You can have a seat over there. I gesture to the open spot. Oh yeah, cool. Jupiter leaves the doorway and sits down. Is it your first mod? Is this your first time getting modded? Oh, well, I've had the usual small stuff. You know, health stuff and teeth whitening. He points at the device on his left arm. Like this insulin pump. Hell yeah. Friendly. Good to hear. I'll walk you through how today will go, and you can let me know if you have any questions. I will, thanks. To start, I'll ask you a few preliminary questions. Once I understand what you're looking for in your situation a bit more, I'll make my recommendation. Sounds good. Alright, let's ask about your budget. What does your budget look like? I can go up to about $800. Type 1 diabetic represent. True. Is that like always for sure type 1 diabetic? I actually never knew. Like, I don't really know the difference between type 1 and type 2. That's cool though, right? The insulin pump? Hell yeah. But it would be great if we can keep costs below that. That's about enough for one of the mods Jupiter wants, possibly with a few small additions to it. I'm still in school and we'll have at least another year and I bet to pay off. What's your reason for procedure? Why do you want to get one or more of these mods? If you get it younger in age, it's more likely type 1. Ah, thank you, Tamar. I didn't know that. Seems like a fun thing to do. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry, that was a bad way to phrase it. I think it would make me happy, but more than just right now. In the long term, too. What's your plans? Do you have any plans after you get the procedure? Just taking it easy. The day after, I'll probably go show it off to my friends. That's all the basics covered. Jupiter seems like a pretty straightforward client, but it might still be worth learning, more before making my decision. More questions! Best to cover the bases, just in case there's something I'm missing. Procedure priorities. You stick with your budget, you won't be able to get all 3 of the mods you're interested in. Are there any that you're leaning towards? Honestly, I'll probably get all eventually. I don't really care about which I start with. Your biggest fear right next to GPU, fair. Fair makes Blacktastic. Unless you think it's better to start with a specific one. Look at the expression of Jupiter. This character's just so expressive. I love it. It's just, you can definitely fully see what emotion that he's feeling. It's up to you. It's really up to you and your preferences. If I really had to decide, I'd say I'm least excited about the pointed ears. But honestly, I love them all. Got it? What's your reason for procedure? No, I'll do mod permanence. Just to confirm, you are aware that these mods are difficult and in some cases expensive to reverse? Yeah, that's kind of the point. I want them to be a part of me as a memory of who I am now that never leaves me. Reason for procedure. To clarify, you want to get these mods since it'll make you happy? Yeah, basically. Could you elaborate a bit more on that? Well, for one, it looks cool as hell, and it's also a way of expressing myself outwardly in a way that I really like. So yeah, I think it'll make me happy. Happiness tied to importance of self-expression. Why is it important to you to express yourself outwardly? Oh, that's hard. I guess I don't like when people make assumptions about me. I want them to see me as who I am. Feels bad when people don't see me as myself, if that makes sense. Definitely. Disliking being misunderstood. Why do you think that you feel bad when others don't see you as yourself? I don't know. Probably because they treat me wrong. Like, they don't treat me the way that I want to be treated. Oh no! In what ways do people treat you wrongly because they don't understand you? It's more that they made wrong assumptions about me. So, like, my parents really want me to be upright and successful and fit in with what society wants people to be. But that's just not me. I can't live like that. I mean, I want to be successful, but I don't feel like everyone else, and trying to act like them kills me. Societal pressures. Do you feel like you're under a lot of pressure to conform? Yeah, or just do what's socially acceptable. Like, live up to everyone's expectations, get a steady, soulless job, and grind until I die. I just don't think I can live like that. I understand. I can definitely understand why you feel that way. I'm glad you're able to figure out how it was making you feel and are now taking steps to address it. Oh, thanks. Look at its face! This is my favorite Jupiter face. It's so, this expression is so cute. Anti-conforming and self-expression. So you feel like showing others who you are will make them understand you, and this will make them stop trying to make you conform with their own expectations? Yeah, or like stop them from assuming that I do conform with those expectations, and then treating me like I do, or that's the normal default. I can't control their actions, and whether they try to make me conform, but I can try to impact how they perceive me. So cute, right, Guru? I love it. And I guess it also makes me feel more confident and validated in my identity. Cool. Let's talk about your studies. You don't mind talking about it? I'd love to hear a bit about what you're studying. Oh, not at all. I'm studying commercial art. Commercial art? And commercial art is... Oh, sorry. It's art related to selling things, so I'm learning stuff like product design, marketing, advertisement design, things like that. Are you enjoying it? Yeah, for the most part. I like a lot of the art stuff, but the business side can get pretty boring. At least the business angle will be helpful once you're working. A lot of those skills are probably transferable to working with clients in general, or just good to know. I suppose. Just sucks now, I guess. What's your preferred art to make? So you're not really happy with commercial art. What kind of art do you like making? I love murals. They're so cool and big, and so many people see them, and the way that they can change the feel of an entire neighborhood. Oh, sorry, I'm rambling. But I guess in short, they're super cool. You're not rambling. You're not rambling, just answering my question. We're here today to talk about you. Learning more about you is helpful and interesting. Oh wow, thanks! Oh, cute! Subjects of murals. What kinds of murals do you like painting about in your murals? Oh, well, lots of things. I guess that I like painting about things that connect what's important to me. Or, sorry, that probably doesn't make a lot of sense. What I mean is that what I like best is designing a piece around a central theme. And it's even better if the theme is important to me. I see a bot. I'm gonna ban them. Boop. Thank you. Mural locations. Where do you usually paint your murals? Wherever we can get permission. Often it's in buildings, but I prefer them outside where most people can see them. Murals without permission? You ever paint any without permission? Jupiter's gaze shifts to the side. Let's just say that those who remain unknowing cannot be punished for what they don't know. Look at his face! He's so mischievous. Damn. Mural themes. What kinds of themes for your murals are important to you? I guess I like things around community and helping one another, or calling out greed and corruption, or even just pointing out things that are wrong or could be better. I got a spam call at the same time the bot popped up in chat. Little buggers are everywhere. This is Carwin. Oh no. Bye, Felicia. Damn. They were like, oh, you're playing Quality Dreams Resident Price? It's time to target you and your viewers. What about you? What are you passionate about? I'll be honest. I love spending time with people I love, my friends and my rabbit. And I do like my work. Getting to know people, offering advice, makes me feel like I might be able to really help someone. I also really love watching TV dramas. Well, that's cool. I mostly watch animated stuff, but I like Severing My Heart from Yours a lot. The popular show, but not one of my favorites. I'm gonna recommend a show. If you like that, you might enjoy We'll Reach Each Other No Matter the Gulfs Between Us or Bridges We Must Cross. I'll have to check it out. Thanks for the suggestion. Financial situation. You mentioned you're in school? Yeah, and I'm also working part-time. Are you sure you're in the position to make this kind of purchase? I thought about it a lot, you know, going back and forth on it, talking to friends. In the end, I realized that doing this is something that's gonna make me really happy. It means a lot to me. Even if it puts me in a tight spot, it's worth doing now. Part-time work. So you're working part-time? Yeah, I work at a receiving dock. Work at the docks. What kind of work do you do? Mostly logistics, tracking what comes in, telling people where to put things, printing jams in aisle 114, you know. Do you enjoy your work at the docks? No, not really. It helps pay for school and stuff, though. True. Work hazards. To deal with any dangers or hazards? No, not really. The guys who offload the cargo sometimes wear haz gear, but I'm deep enough in that I'll only interact if there's a big storm. Even then, I just got a rebreather, so really nothing major. Have you seen any interesting shipments while at work? Usually, you don't know what's in a box. Usually you don't know what's in a box unless it's a big staple, like food or parts. And anything really interesting is air delivered to the private docks up to 30, but I have seen some fun things. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit, just a smidge. Once we got in some live caterpillars for one of the upper kindergartens, and once I saw a shipment of worms for the gardens in the mids. Do you like bugs? I take it you like bugs? They're so cool! They do so many things. Let's circle back. Reason for studying commercial art. Why did you choose to study commercial art? It's the only way I could convince my parents to let me go to school for art. It's really important to my moms that I get an education. Yes! Representation! This kid has 2 moms! But they were really adamant on me studying something that they deemed useful. Why was it so important to your parents that you go to post-secondary? They think it'll help me get a better job and make more money. And it's an opportunity that they really didn't have. Who said only 2? This is fair. They just want to see me be okay and do better than they did. And I really appreciate it. They've taken a lot to get me here. Yay, lesbians, says Guru. Parents help? What are some of the ways your parents have helped you? Oh, well, they've supported me and been there for me. They've also taken out some loans to help pay for school. That's why it's important to me to really do well and make enough to pay them back. It's just hard when making money so often means selling yourself. Or, wait, I mean like compromising your values, you know? Oh, Jupiter. I'm gonna agree. I get that. It's hard but important to understand your values and stick with them. Yeah, exactly. Wait till you find out one of the PlayStation's names. I remember them! I remember them. I love their name. Desired job? What do you want to do after you graduate? I'll probably end up putting together ads for some large firm while I paint on the side. Over time, I'll try to swap over to full-time painting. Nice. Mods may impede employment. Some of the mods you'd like to get are considered a bit out there. You worried they might prevent you from landing a job at a big firm? I mean, not really. Most people are over that, and it's more accepted for artists to have aesthetic mods in any case. I'm surprised you don't have more mods, actually. Working here, I mean. It's just never really interested me. I find mods really cool, but not something I associate with myself. Well, that's fair. Based on what you said for working for a firm, are you willing to compromise your values for work after all? No, just in the short term. Only if I can get by without that before then. I mean, at least some kind of I need at least some kind of backup plan. True. Spending on modding. If money is tight for you at the moment, is getting these mods a safe decision for you? Well, so, my moms have done a lot to help get me where I am now. And I do want to get a good job to help them. But if I don't enjoy my time right now, and if I'm not happy, then what was everything they did for? So I'm leaving worrying about that kind of stuff for later. Okay? Do you feel like your happiness is tied to how you express yourself through your appearance? Definitely. My friends who do it seem much more alive and confident. Do your friends have a lot of mods? Some of them, but others have none, or just a few. Oh wait, I'm not just getting mods to fit in or anything. This is something I want for myself. Kinds of friends mods. What kind of mods do your friends have? Oh, like the usual stuff, like cat eyes, or snake eyes, or animated tattoos. Some also have pointed teeth or floating hair. You know, like what glam scummers usually get. Right, that's the name of the subculture that students have been diving into recently. To focus on independence and rallying against the status quo. Glam scum. So a lot of your friends are getting into the glam scum aesthetic, and that includes modding? Yeah, essentially. Being part of something larger. It can be cool to be part of something bigger than yourself, like you're connected to others. Yeah, exactly! Community is something that's really important to me. But yeah, like I said before, this is for me. Value friendships. Your friends mean a lot to you? Well, they mean the world. Wouldn't be who I am without their support. In what ways do your friends support you? Oh, lots of ways. I don't know if I can list them all now, but a few of them are that they're always there for me, and they always listen to and care about what I have to say. They don't assume I'm anything but what I say I want to be, and they try to help me understand myself and be happy about myself. They really care about what I'm interested in and want to share in the joys of those things with me. There's more, but I think you probably understand. I can understand why having that community can be really important and impactful to you. I should probably try to find something like that in my life. I do recommend it. Alright, anything else? Getting mods. What do you mean when you say you want to get mods for yourself? Okay, wait, let me go back a bit. My friends always act and dress like themselves. They don't think about how others might want them to be. Their identity screams through everything they do and in every part of how they look. And I want to do that too. Show the world who I really am. Show them my inner world and direct how they see me. Cool. What is public exposure? It's important for you that people see the statements you want to make with your art. I want them to know what I think and to question what they think. I want them to be able to see themselves or people they know in its reflection. I want them to feel something when they see it. I don't know if I'm there yet, but I'll never find out when my best works are being locked inside. Alright. I think that's all my questions. You'll let me know what you've decided then? Yes. I check over my notes. I need to say another 6,151 over the next 9 days to afford Nibbles surgery. I'll earn a 20% commission on Jupiter's purchase. Jupiter's going to spend $800, the animate tattoo costs $700, the floating hair costs $500, and the pointed ears $400. I'm going to recommend one or more. I recommend that you go forward with the procedure. Awesome! I'll recommend one, because I want him to be able to afford it. With Jupiter's budget, he can comfortably buy one mod. He wasn't jazzed about the ears, but if I sell him the ears, I might be able to sell him something else. Let's go with the ears for now. I think it makes sense for you to start with the ears. Yeah, that sounds good. I trust your decision. Jupiter's a small budget, but there might be smaller mods I could sell him. In fact, there are not! Oh wait, no, his budget was 800, wasn't it? I can give him rainbow teeth. What makes sense to offer to Jupiter? I didn't actually upsell him last time, so maybe I'll try the rainbow teeth. Yeah. I think that makes sense. Before we move on, I'd like to tell you about some of the other mods we'd sell that I think you might like. Sure, sounds good. As I'm explaining them, you'll be able to see the mod's information on that tableau in front of you. Cool! Alright. Have you ever considered getting colored teeth? Rainbow ones are growing in popularity recently. It's rebellious. It's considered a rebellious anti-establishment symbol. I'm not really in a stable enough position to get something that outspoken. I need to apply for jobs soon. This is fair. I understand. Alright, no upselling. That's fine. That's probably enough. I don't think I can convince Jupiter about it much more. And that's everything. I'll bring you to Dr. Soul next, and she'll give you a quick assessment to make sure everything is good to go. Then we'll schedule a date for your operation, and you'll pay your deposit. Sure, sounds good. We leave the room together. Later that day. After Jupiter leaves, I settle in to get some work done. A few hours go by, and I hear a knock at the door. You'll buy it and you'll like it. I have a rabbit to save, says Corin. I look up to see Baron standing in the doorway. Guess what? It's time for our weekly one-on-one. Oh. So I should mention that I tried to not recommend a mod for Florence. I didn't get the good ending for her, which is hard to get, apparently. But she did get the procedure. She wasn't mad at me. I didn't get the bad ending. I've gotten that one before in my playtesting, and it's sad. It is hard, yeah. I'm like, how the fuck did I do that in the demo the first time? Like, honest to goodness. How did I get it? I playtested this game, like, that route, like, or that scene, I should say, like, 2 more times. I couldn't get it. I know I'll get it at some point, and I actually do know the reward that you get for her for not recommending, but her being okay with it. I hold back a sigh. I'd forgotten that was today. He walks into the room and takes a seat. My day's been crazy. Back-to-back calls all morning. And I've got a call in an hour, so let's get right to it. You've seen 3 clients this week? Yes. And the first was... He scrolls through his tablet a bit. Ocean! Ah, yes. Great job with that one. We had a really happy customer. And I saw the 2 of you getting all buddy-buddy. That's great. Hopefully it leads to a return client. As for your upselling, you really should have sold more. There are tons of mods that complement gender-affirming care. Overall, Ocean seemed to be a fairly straightforward client. You handled him adequately. Alright, let's move on to Florence Sanderine now. Baron's gonna be pissed! I can't believe she had to call me to make an appointment. How could you have tried to stop her? How could you have tried to stop her from getting mods here? That person never come here. If she hadn't called me, we would have lost an incredible client. You should be on your knees thanking her for asking me to let you keep half of your commission. How could you not recommend her? Florence... So when I said Florence lacked bodily autonomy, he was like, alright, that's cool. Maybe I could select a different one. Florence history with mods. Florence, well, I mean, Florence's parents were forcing her. But then he's gonna be like, but it's her decision. Yeah, I also somehow miraculously got Florence's good ending in my first run. Hell yeah, beginner's luck. We love it. Let's go with they were forcing her. Florence's parents were pushing her into changing her voice. It wasn't something she wanted. Did she tell you that? Not in so many words, but it was clear that that was the case from our conversation. And maybe pleasing her parents was something she wanted and she was indifferent to getting the mod? I don't think that was the case. Since I wasn't there, I'll have to take your word for it. But consider this a warning. I don't like it when you let money like that slip by. What do you think I'm paying you for? Helping clients? Help clients. Sure, but the best way to help them is by selling them mods. Mods make people happy. Understood. Ooh, do I want to piss off Baron? Ooh, that could be bad. I mean, I'm not gonna, like, continue the run, but, like... fight! Alright, cool. Mod would have caused pain. In this case, the mod would have caused Florence pain. That's your assumption. Well, no, it is. In any case, let's move on. I'm tired of arguing about this. Seems like you were trying to prioritize the client's interests, which I can't fault you for. So as I said, this is just a warning. Don't take it too seriously. Why not take it seriously? Finally, let's discuss Jupiter. He only just left? And how did it go? Well, it was fine. Well, you sold him mods, which is great. This is the only time I'll praise you for not overly cross-selling. I don't want us to take advantage of kids. I decided not to mention it, that Jupiter is an adult, no need to remind Baron that he might have a reason to be upset at my selling after all. To sum it up, nicely done. Don't push mods on students. Oh, about the paperwork. Try to be a bit more succinct if it's something you know I'll need to read. Alright, that's everything for today. Overall, I'd say fair job. Try to do better next week. Jesus. Do you have any questions for me? Suggestions? Just the same as before. Talk to clients and you can sell them so you can sell them mods better. Then sell them the mods they want and cross-sell them. Unless they're students. Don't upsell students. He stands up from the couch. Nice chatting as always, Jin. He leaves without waiting for my reply. I watch him go and let out a slow breath. That could have gone better. I finish the rest of my work and head home for the day. Baby! Okay. So, y'all didn't see this in the demo. This is so cool. So you see all of this, like, busy, bright, flashing on the walls, right? These are ads strewn across the wall. When I was playing, before I started streaming today, I unchecked ad removal, because there's a thing where you're paying your bills, you can be like, oh, maybe I'll save a few bucks, I'll uncheck this, uncheck that, so I unchecked ad removal, because I didn't know what that meant, and immediately, the walls get covered in this. It's wild. I just wasn't expecting it to be the walls, and it's cool. Ads, right? Right? I really don't, Guru says, I really don't like the advising on the psychological stuff. It's great writing, but the voice change was so bad. Oh, yeah. Like, so, I should mention, for the Florence Sandrine stuff, I'll give a little spoiler for this one. So, there's a few endings you can get with that. Most of the endings with Florence end with her coming to the clinic because she's, you know, she wants to appease her parents and she wants to get her voice changed because she's being forced by her parents to sound more melodic and angelic and all that bullshit. She doesn't want to. She's been forced for years by her parents to get mods, but she doesn't want to admit that to herself. So most of the endings you can get with her are her coming to the clinic to get the operation, but there's varying degrees of how her talk with you goes. So she might be like, she might not tell you anything. She might be like, I'm good to just recommend, like a recommend, don't recommend, whatever you do, you tell me, and you don't know anything. So you've lost the opportunity to learn more about her. When you do learn more about her, she is a little more open and like appreciative of like what you're saying. But you don't want to push anything on her, because if you say, oh, I think you're, like, doing this for your parents, she can get really upset, and she can be like, no, like, I'm doing it So, well, of course, or she'll be like, of course I'm doing it for my parents. I want to uphold their reputation. She can get really mad at you, even if you if you don't recommend it, she could be like, why not? Like, this is my decision, and all that. But you know that there's something wrong. There's another route where she's a little more understanding of your questions, and it's just the choices that you make, where she's like, you know what, I appreciate your thought, your feedback here. Like, it's been really nice talking to you. I'm gonna go think about this. And then she goes and thinks about that, and then the next day she's in the clinic for the operation. That last one is the ending that I got for her in this playthrough. In the demo the version that I played, I did get an ending for her where she didn't come back to the clinic, where I had talked to her and selected the right choices, which made her say, or made her feel that I'm not going to go to the clinic. I'm not going to get this operation. And that was that. So then, that was that. And then, what else was it? Yeah, and then that was the ending for that. So the reason for her not coming back, other than like, I mean, she was convinced, she was like, you know what, yeah, maybe Jin said something right, was that she gets her husband to talk to her parents, and her husband vouches for her, and she comes back to the clinic later, not for the operation, but to thank you for all you've done. And she, like, basically, like, she's like, oh, but you didn't earn anything. Like, if you tell her about your rabbit, she will make, like, a considerable donation or something to you, and you get, like, big money. You get, like, $3,000. It's insane. I know what is key for a good ending, but I'm still not 100% sure on what dialogue just like to get there all the time. Yeah. Well, you already have Jupiter's drawing? Oh, shit, do I? Oops. That actually might be a light bug. So, I think that's, yeah, that must be Jupiter's drawing. So Jupiter's drawing is there. Jupiter hasn't given it to me yet. So that's okay. Anyway, we'll see. Look, there's my bunny. I get home and take time to finish some errands. I get through the dishes and laundry before starting on Nibbles' hutch. She watches me intently as I work. It's the first time I've had the window open in a while. It's nice to have a view. Makes the apartment feel less like a closet. I leave her right after I finish and proceed to flop on my bed. I'll play with Nibbles. Nibbles is a bit livelier today. I move some small wooden pieces towards her, and she pushes them down and tosses them aside. Oh, it's a time-traveling game, says I have a list of like 4 to 5 bugs to report later, Corwin. Oh no, that's fair. There was a funny bug that a couple of my friends experienced, which maybe if we get to the ending, I'll talk about them. It's quite funny. Maybe it'll happen to me. Who knows? They didn't happen to me, so I put them back up for her. I get up and stretch before starting on dinner. Staring at my mostly empty cupboards, I decide to add hot water to some nutrient smush and call it a night. The food is soggy and tasteless as I eat it. I throw my dishes in the sink and decide to leave them for tomorrow. Last thing on my list there is budgeting. We're gonna keep ad removal on. We're gonna keep the window open and the TV. Oh, noise blocking. We do like noise blocking. So here's the thing. So this is what you're deciding to turn off for the night, which will affect your sleep, basically. It's really cool. So if you turn off TV, I will say that, I mean, Jin loves TV. Jin loves movies, especially, and dramas. You take away that, Jin's gonna be like, oh man, I missed an episode tonight. The ads, you can see if you remove them, that goes away. The open window, Jin says it makes the apartment feel less like a closet. And noise blocking is that you'll get some dialogue where people will be like, or Jin will be like, oh man, I couldn't sleep because the neighbors were fighting all night. Pay for ad removal and then reload a save, the ads come back regardless. Oh, interesting. Intriguing. Fair enough. That is a bug then. So we're gonna keep maybe no open window, maybe noise blocking and all that fun stuff. Bye-bye. No more ads. Alright then, time for bed. Pieces from my conversation with Baron follow me into my dreams. I wake up and switch off my alarm. As I rub the sleep from my eyes, I console myself with the fact that it's Saturday, so I won't need to work tomorrow. Also, I'm getting paid today. The wait for the elevators is longer than usual. I shift back and forth where I stand in line. It's It's been worse on average since I moved down. I still can't say that I'm used to it. I step into the clinic and notice Jupiter loitering in the lobby. Hi, June. Hello. Jupiter, excited for your appointment? So excited. Sol said she'd be a few minutes if you have time to chat. Of course I have time for you, friend. Okay, cool. How are you doing? Relatable. You know how it is. I go to work, go home, and feel tired. Yeah, I get that. How's life? Or no, plans after? Plans after. Are you heading home once you're done here? That's the plan, yeah. I've gotta get going, but I'm happy I ran into you. Yeah, I'm glad we get a chance to talk for a bit. I'll see you around. Oh no! I didn't get the paint- Oh no, maybe Jupiter gives it to me later, I don't remember. I nod goodbye and head to my office. Everything with Jupiter seems like it's going smoothly. I buckle down to dig into my paperwork. Later, thank you. I get home with Jupiter lingering in my mind. I hope he enjoys his mods. I started on some dishes, then make myself a cup of tea Ocean gave me to relax. As I'm going through my mental list of what I'd like to do get done this evening, my phone rings. My friend Laura is calling. I did pick up last time. I'm gonna call Laura back another time. I picked up last time. I'll call her back another time. I'm too tired to chat tonight. I take a glance around the apartment, trying to remember what I was about to do. I usually keep the window closed, but I still always notice how cramped it makes the apartment feel. Eventually, I settle on spending the evening with Nibbles. Despite her low energy, I take the time to groom her and coax her into eating a bit more. The end of the day approaches and I return Nibbles to her hutch. Then I unhappily open my banking app. At least Baron's payment came in on time. It was a few days late last week. Alright. We gotta keep groceries, and we gotta keep pet food. Phone plan? Probably good. I kept on data privacy, I'm gonna keep it off. Cause I'm curious about it. Hey Erasmo, I'm doing good. How are you? Yeah. Let's do removal of ad block for funsies. Alright. Wonder what ad block is. I think, if I recall, I think I tried it. I want to say it's like video ads or like website ads. Like ad removal is like in your apartment, but ad block I think is like software on a computer or a phone. We'll see. I'm taking it off. I close the app and start getting ready for bed. Makes sense. Sleep. I sleep in a bit the next morning. Feels nice, but I somehow feel more groggy than normal as I make my way through my morning routine. A day to myself. I think there's some options for how to spend the time. I'm gonna catch up on new TV episodes. I turn on the TV and lose myself in it for a while. The new episodes of We'll Reach Each Other, no matter the gulfs between us or bridges we must cross, are excellent, but I find the current plot of You Better Love Me or I'll Haunt You in Your Next Life a bit predictable. Hopefully the next arc is more interesting. Evening rolls around and I begrudgingly shut off the TV. There were a few more episodes I wanted to see. I decide to start on some chores, wanting to lighten the load for the coming week. I do a quick clean of the floors and put a load of laundry in as I start on dinner. Nibbles! Look at Nibbles! Nibbles watches me and I smile at her. She blinks in response. As night falls, I start my bedtime routine and open my banking app. Sure. If they charge me monthly, it'd be easier to understand how much I'm actually spending. I sigh and fall into bed. I wake up tired. I make a cup of one of the teas Ocean gave me, and it makes me feel more like a person. I rush through my morning routine. Oh, your morning routine. Oh no! Slight sentence, misspelling. Word misspelling. I blow Nibbles a kiss goodbye and leave for work. I mean, unless they're mourning the morning. Yeah, like, it's entirely true. Entirely possible. I get into work and try to rub the tiredness from my eyes. I'll have to bring the tea with me tomorrow. Blinking past the blurry fatigue, I notice a figure waiting in the lobby. After another blink, the silhouette resolves itself into Jupiter. Hi, Jin. I just wanted to let you know how great I've been feeling since I got the mods. I feel so light and happy all the time. My moms keep laughing at me. Mom's laughing? Your moms laughed at you? Oh, in a good way. They were laughing at how happy I was acting. They're not in love with the mods, but they're happy that I'm so happy. Maybe you get the type of your turning towards not saving Nibbles. No, Corin, don't do that to me! Oh my god. They're not in love with the mods, but they're happy that I'm happy. I just really feel like myself. Like when I see myself and when I'm walking around, I feel like everyone sees me too. It's just like really, really great. Constantly. That's wonderful. I'm really happy for you. Oh, before I forget, I actually brought something for you. It's not much, but I really wanted to say thank you in a more tangible way. And also give something back to you that will hopefully make you happy too. He reaches into his bag and pulls out a small painting. Like I said, it's not a lot, but I made it myself. Hopefully you like it? I look over the painting. Oh, so cute. I love it. It's lovely, thank you so much. Yeah, I think it's a pretty cool piece. Thanks, I guess? I already have one. But I should probably get going now. I'm sure you have work and stuff you need to do. Bye, Jin. It was really nice seeing you. With a final smile, he's gone. It was nice seeing Jupiter. I'm glad that he's doing well. I take another look at the painting he gave me. It really is a thoughtful gift. I sit down in my office and pull open a client intake form. I'm scheduled to see someone in a few hours. Awkward! So scary. Name and age. Near the top of the file, I read Clement. They, them, 48. They're on the older end of our usual clientele. It may not be possible for Clement to get some of our mods if they have a weaker constitution. Occupation. Under the line of work section, it explains Clement works as a chef. Desired procedure. The section explaining the mods Clement is interested in getting is lengthy. It looks like they're interested in improving their stamina, coordination, and dexterity, as well as relieving their bodily pain, particularly in their neck, back, and shoulders. It's a rather costly suite of procedures, and usually requires about a week of rest for full recovery. Many of the mods included are irreversible. Clement seems like a pretty straightforward client, at least on my end. There may be some risk in the procedure, but Soul will be the final judge of whether they can get the procedure, if I do recommend it. After some paperwork and a quick check to make sure the office is clean, I hear a knock at the door. Hey, Clement! Hello, is this the right place for mod consultations? Yes, you must be Clement. I'm Jin, and I use all pronouns. I'll be looking after you today. Nice to meet you. They move into the room and take the seat across from me. A fog of wariness hangs around them. I've got a few questions for you to get started, and then we can sort out the details of what you're looking for. Sounds good. What's your budget? What does your budget look like? I can spend 16,000, which should be enough for a standard suite of mods. I'm not looking for any bells or whistles. Plans after mods? Do you have anything planned for after you get the mods? I understand the recovery time is lengthy, and I'll be taking the following week off work to rest. Is there someone who can help you during your recovery? Movement might be difficult for the first few days after the procedure. Probably not, but I know how to set things up so I can look after myself if I'm bedridden. Okay. That is unfortunate, but okay. So you're interested in a body improvement suite? Yes, that's what I need. Need? You need to get these mods? In effect, but I do also want them. I need the mods for my work. Their use of need doesn't fill me with confidence. That takes care of all the required questions. Aside from Soul making sure Clement is up for the procedures they'd like, everything seems alright. Learn more! I should learn more before making my decision. There's some things I'd like to clear up about Clement's motivations and recovery. Preparations for time bedridden. Are you sure you'll be able to look after yourself if you're bedridden after the procedure? Yes, I know what kinds of preparations I need from experience. I've helped others with it before. It's different from needing help. I know what he's talking about, but how experienced is Clement? Let's tell the audience, because I know this, but how much experience do you have helping others? Quite a bit. My wife has a chronic illness and is often bedridden. I know what needs to be done when someone is incapacitated. Wife. You mentioned your wife? Yes, her name is Marin. I love that name, by the way. It's so nice. Her health. You said that she's ill? Yes. Do you need to know about her health? No. No, that's alright. We can talk about something else. Relationship. How is your relationship? It's good. There's a lot of love between us. We look out for each other. That's so cute. Caring for Marin. Do you have any help caring for Marin? It's mostly just the two of us. Sometimes our friends can lend a hand. She doesn't really talk to her family, and mine isn't in the city. Alright, family outside city. Your family lives outside the city? Yes, I moved here with my parents when I was young, but the rest of my relatives stayed. Experience of moving here, maybe? Reason for moving? Experience moving. What was your experience like moving to the city? It was fine. A bit odd adjusting to the lighting. Where I'm from, we had a huge glass skylight over the crops. We wear protective gear while out in the fields. It's more comfortable here, but I miss how bright it was some days, and I miss waking up with the sun. There was also an adjustment period with making friends and such. Most kids my age hadn't met anyone from outside before. I was seen as more of an object of interest than a person for a good while. But everything settled down eventually, and as I got older, most people forgot that I'd ever been anywhere else. Why did your family move here, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, not at all. My parents moved here for work. They worked as mechanics on a farm, and there was a large crop disease, or maybe the plants just couldn't get enough nutrients. In any case, the farmers decided to let the land fallow, and instead of finding a new farm, my parents stopped to look for work here. And they found it. They got working on the water pipes, pneumatics, and wiring that runs through everything here. There's a lot to keep busy with. Core, when you say, if we finish the game, you should start a new game just to show the art for the outside. I should. It is really nice. Opinion of the city. What do you think of the city? Well, I've spent most of my life here, so I mostly just think of it as home. I like the variety of people you can meet here, and the varieties of flavors, styles, and approaches that they bring. You can also access so much more of, well, just about anything, really. We were heavily reliant on the few couriers that come out our way. The number of things brought here is overwhelming in comparison. Hobbies? Do you have any hobbies? Oh, I wouldn't have expected that to be something you'd be interested in, but not to worry, I'm always looking for an excuse to chat a bit about myself. I honestly don't have time for a lot, but I like small puzzles like crosswords and nonagrams. On my days off, I like watching movies. Marin reports on media, so she always picks out good ones for us to see together. Opinions on TV shows. Do you also watch television? We mostly keep to films, but occasionally we'll watch the odd miniseries. Recommend something! Have you heard of Amongst Us Who Can Fail? We Fight for the Goddess? You might like it. It's only 8 episodes, and it's very movie-like in its structure and composition. I haven't. I'll have to check it out. Thank you for the recommendation. No worries. Let me know how it goes. Do you enjoy Sudoku? Honorable Sudoku. Do you like Sudoku as well? Yes, all those kinds of puzzles are great. History of cooking? Enjoyment of cooking. Do you still like cooking, or does it feel just like work for you? I enjoy it, but it's not something I seek out outside of work much. Mostly because I'm tired and a bit burnt out on it. Nonograms! Hell yeah. It didn't used to be so bad, back when I could be more creative with my cooking at work. Overall, I found that it's hard to have your hobby as your job. The fulfillment you get from doing it for work is different from when you're doing your hobby for the fun and the art of it. And once it's your job, it's much harder to find the creative space and energy for your hobby outside of work, the way you did before. Creativity in other places? Do you find creativity in other places? I can, but often I don't have the energy for it. I don't much mind it, though. Mods for work. You mentioned you need these mods for your work. Yeah, that's correct. Could you elaborate a bit on that? I need the mods to remain competitive in my workplace. I'm employed in a physically demanding, high-stakes environment. If I can't perform at my best, it's likely that management will find someone else who will. Mods prevent job loss? You're concerned that you'll lose your job if you don't get mods? It wasn't something I used to worry about, but management's priorities have been changing lately. They want to expand the restaurant and seat more tables without increasing staff. This means that we need to get a lot more done in the same amount of time. So there's been a push towards efficiency and productivity, but what's more efficient than keeping the same dinner menu night after night? I used to be responsible for menu updates, improvements, and innovations, but suddenly a lot of my expertise and experience have been greatly devalued. I need to get my more physical capabilities up to par. Have any of your coworkers been replaced? A few, mostly older chefs who management felt didn't work efficiently and earned more than they were worth. They're bringing in younger cooks who are more fit, but also more green. I'm sure they're being paid less, and I wouldn't be surprised if they had less security in their contracts. I miss the ones who've left. The new kids are alright, but it can be harder for me to relate to them. How likely do you feel it is that you'll be laid off? More likely with each day, really. That's why I finally made up my mind to come here. I've been noticing increased attention on me. Feels like they're waiting for me to slip up badly enough that they can use it as an excuse to finally cut me loose. If I can keep up physically, I think they'd see the use in me in keeping me on to help train and manage the newer hires. What do you think of the changes that management has implemented? In all honesty, I can't say that I'm a fan. The kitchen has become a lot more tense, with everyone feeling additional pressure and the increased work. I'm also concerned that we may lose customers in the long term, since we used to be known for experimentation. A fixed menu drops one of our key selling points. But hey, I'm not in charge. Maybe there's some angle to all this that I'm not seeing. Although my guess would be that it's just an effort to pull more profit from the restaurant. In any case, at the end of the day, work is work. The situation isn't ideal, but I'm paid well, and it's not all that bad. I'm gonna fume at the restaurant's management. I can't believe your management is acting like this. It's so selfish, and it sounds like it's making life harder for you and making the restaurant worse overall. It isn't an ideal situation by any means, but it is what it is. There's nothing I can do to change the management, but I can change myself here today. Hopefully that'll be enough for them. But thank you for your support. It's nice to know that you understand my frustrations. Can you work elsewhere? I've considered it, but I need stability right now. I have a steady income and I work at one of the highest paying restaurants in the city. You've never chosen this line. Ah, there you go. Fair enough. I can't afford a job search and I can't afford a pay cut, but there just aren't a lot of opportunities out there. What's your current work performance? Do you feel like you're not currently meeting targets? In short, yes. I can tell I'm working slower than the younger chefs. Less efficiently, you could say. And I'll admit that the quality of my work has been suffering as well. It's become harder for me to keep up with everything. I've been making more mistakes or missing some details here and there. Impact of work on health. Do you feel that your work has a negative impact on your health? Yes, that's why I'm interested in mods to remove my pain. It makes it harder to work, but it's also impacting my quality of life. And the other mods I'm getting will hopefully prevent that pain from returning. Pain locations. Where do you experience your pain? I'm taller than average. The counters at work are a bit low for me. I have pain on my lower back from leaning over them. I often need to carry heavy items such as pots and pans. Most of the time these items are hot and must be held away from the body, which makes them more awkward to hold. This causes further strain and contributes to my back pain. The other main area I feel pain is in my feet, since I'm standing all day. All the better for leaning over short counters. Are you on any medications for your pain? I take some over-the-counter stuff for my back and anti-inflammatories for my feet. It helps enough. You find your job or work environment to be stressful? I would say it's fairly stressful, but that I'm used to it. I've developed healthy ways of dealing with it. What are some of the ways that you deal with your stress? I mostly manage it through my hobbies or spending time with loved ones like my friends and Marin. History with cooking. When did you start cooking? What got you into it? I suppose it's something I've always enjoyed. My family used to converge on the kitchen and all get in each other's way while we assembled feasts every night. Well, I remember them as feasts. I was quite young at the time, so they might have been somewhat smaller than that. I was encouraged to experiment and suggest dishes. It was a positive environment and a way to show love. It must have seeped into me and melded itself with my bones. So you're getting these mods because you feel like you need them to keep your job? Yeah. But do you want them? If your job wasn't at risk, would you be getting them? Yes and no. It would be nice to reduce my pain and be able to move with more ease. But I don't feel like I need the strength. I'd be happy with letting my body take its course, and I like having an excuse to take things a bit slower. Could you skip getting the strength mod? Clement shakes their head. It's definitely an area that I'm currently falling short in. If I'm getting fixed up, I might as well fix everything and not take any chances. Is there a reason you didn't get these mods sooner? It seems like you think they'd benefit you a lot. It didn't feel worthwhile to spend the money on it. What I'm currently doing to manage the pain is working well enough, but it's hard to put aside the money for this kind of big purchase. I look down at my notes. I should make my recommendation now. I need to save another 5,863 over the next 6 days to afford the surgery for Nibbles. If Clement has the procedure done here, I'll earn at least 3,200. Given Soul says the procedure is safe, of course. Okay, so when I played it, both times, when I playtested it and when I played this in my first run off stream, I recommended it. It sucks. Like, it's an unfortunate situation to be in. Huh? Why did Ekami's avatar change? Oh, it's back. What? What happened? What happened to my avatar? What was it doing? Did it just went away? That was weird. Your avatar changed to a little black and white drawing. Weird! I've never seen that happen before. Wild. Let me know if it happens again, I guess. A character from some... Oh! Oh, it's probably... It changed to Odile. My Discord avatar. Maybe that's what it was. I am connected via Discord, so maybe that's what's happening. Huh. Slight glitch. Yeah, so I didn't recommend it before because it's shitty, but at the same time, it's something that he needs stability. Like, he needs stability, or sorry, they need stability right now. And it's unfortunate, like it's just, it sucks. If they didn't have the job stress, I mean, I would maybe only recommend, like, the pain medication, because, like, they wouldn't need the strength, but the strength is what they need to keep their job. And I'm legitimately scared that if I don't recommend it, that something's gonna happen. And alleviating pain, and that's the other thing. I said the same thing. I said I would rather them also not feel physical pain, because that's helpful just in general in life. So I'm probably gonna still recommend it. Also because I want to show you all the nice ending, so. From our conversation today, I can recommend that you go forward with the procedure. And I went with improves quality of life. I could say needed for job. I don't know if it actually changes that much, but I'll get new dialogue. Let's say needed for job. I usually said improves quality of life. It sucks the world is making life pain for them, but improving quality of life is worth it, yeah. Let's go with needed for job, for funsies. You need it for your work, and it seems like it would help with you. It would help you with that quite a bit. Oh, I'm interested in checking that out. Wild. Okay. Great. That's great to hear. Clement is spending a lot of money today. I can probably upsell them on a few things. What was the thing? 16,000? Oh. Procedure cost 16,000. Ooh. Do I want to upsell them? Probably not. I didn't try that, but they said that it was already... Ooh, but I could... You know what? Here's the other thing. I also, in my playthrough, accepted Winnie's, like, side hustle offer for fun, because I hadn't done it before. But... Yeah, maybe I should try that. Ooh, corruption is in the air, indeed. I can try it, because maybe Clement will have a little bit extra. I didn't succeed in selling them last time. Not a big deal if you don't sell them, by the way. Like, when he's just like, if you do, you do, great. Oh, and I didn't tell Soul that I'm in on this, so haha. Although, maybe it's a bad idea to do this, because maybe Soul will realize, like, oh, this is something from Winnie's. Ooh, and then that could be a bad thing. I mean, I'm interested to see what happens, to be honest. I'll get in trouble at work. Okay, let's see. Let's try it. That seems alright. I'd like to talk to you about some other mods I think you might like. You'll be able to see information about them on that tablet in front of you as I bring them up. Alright. Try mixed reality eyes. Have you thought about getting mixed reality eyes? So I think... What did I say? I think I said helpful for work. Because I was like, you can see things better when you're working, and like, it's... alleviate boredom. Let's try quality of life. If he doesn't, if Clement doesn't take it, that's fine. It'll help improve your life in numerous ways, such as making it easier to access information, productivity tools, and communicating with others. That sounds interesting, but I'm happy with how things are currently. Okay, fair enough. That's fine. That's probably enough upselling. Yep. I wonder if we can actually sell them the eyes. I don't actually know. We iron out the details for all the mods Clement will be getting. They're more nervous than I expected. Next, I'll bring you to our resident surgeon, Dr. Soul, who will complete your physical assessment. Once she gives you the all-clear, we'll set a date for your procedure, and you'll pay for your deposit. That works for me. As we head for the door, I can't help but worry about the physical check. I hope Clement is well enough for all the mods they're looking to get. I get home and spend some time playing with Nibbles. She's a bit more interested in toys today, and it's relieving. Oh no! Now Jupiter's picture's gone! Oh no! I move through some minor cleaning. The apartment's walls feel like they're closing in around me. I glance at the window and sigh. I don't think you actually can upsell Clement. Yeah? Fair enough. I mean, that's pretty fair. Like, Clement was like, they were like, I don't really want bells and whistles. I know what I want. The apartment's walls feel like they're closing in around me. I glance at the window and sigh. I never succeed either, yeah. Once this is through, I can hopefully keep it open more often. As I start on dinner, Clement circles through my mind. I'm really happy with the commission I made today. As for Jupiter, I'm so happy that he likes the mods. Oh, there's the painting. I grabbed the painting he gave me and tried to find a good spot for it on the wall. I finish eating and washing my dishes, deciding not to leave them for tomorrow for once. My eyes start to close, so I decide to get my budgeting done before I fall asleep. Let's say... no noise blocking, no TV. You had the anti-painting! When you got the real painting, they negated physics, so never mind. Alright, time to call it a day. I wake up feeling less like a zombie than usual. After getting ready, I kiss Nibbles goodbye and make my way to the elevators. On my walk there, digital screens keep changing to try to sell me things. One reads, Jin! Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's not ad removal, but the ad block is actually not computer, it's just all around. But it's I guess ad removal is within your apartment, ad block is everywhere you go. Digital screens keep changing to try to sell me things. One reads, Jin, looking for some nutrient-rich rabbit food? Makes me sick. Capitalism! I get into work and drop my things off in my office. Even worse! Oh yeah, absolutely. Society fucking sucks. When I return to the lobby to grab some tea, I notice Florence Sandrine is here. Her eyes are on her hands, in her lap. Her shoulders curl inwards. I'm gonna call her out. Florence? Oh, hello, Jin. Will you have a moment to speak with me? Her voice is lilting and melodic. It makes me think of ringing crystals and birdsong. Why? Yeah, I do. Yeah, of course. What's up? I just wanted to let you know how things are going since... you know. I know you think this was the wrong choice for me, but I think it was for the best. Oh, my heart! My voice has proven very popular and my family is doing well. Please pass on my thanks to Dr. Soul for her commendable work. Glad to hear. I'm happy to hear that. I'm glad that you're doing okay. Thank you. How are you finding your new voice? Everyone tells me it's lovely. Soul did an excellent job. Oh my god, she doesn't even say that she likes it. Of course she doesn't. How are you? How have you been doing since the procedure? I've been fine, a bit tired, but that's all. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about? Not particularly, no. She pulls out a tablet. I've got to get going. Thank you for speaking with me, Jin. Of course. With a final nod and goodbye, she leaves the clinic. Florence seemed oddly stiff. I hope she's doing alright. No, so sad. Did you read the character bio for Florence yet? From the bonus files we got. No, I didn't. I haven't checked out any of the files that we got yet. I'll have to thank Andy for those. I decide to stay and work in the lobby, so I settle down behind the counter. After a few hours, a door opens and I look up to see Clement walking in. Hi, Jin. I'll be polite. Hi, Clement. How are you? I'm doing well, thanks. I'll let Dr. Soul know that you're ready. You can wait here until she comes to get you. Thanks. They smile, but there seems to be an underlying tension that wasn't there the last time we spoke. I'll reassure. Soul's done these procedures before. You're in excellent hands. I'm sure. Thank you. I tap out a message to Soul. I wanted to let you know that I watched that show you recommended, Amongst Us Who Can Fail, We Fight for the Goddess. We really enjoyed it. I'm so glad. It's one of my favorites. You were right. It's really movie-like in some ways. Thank you for recommending it. I hear the doors open and I turn to see Soul walking over. Clement, it's nice to see you again. You can follow me. I'll see you around, June. They give a small nod and follow Soul to surgery. Provides an interesting perspective. Nothing super new, but cool. Guru says, oh, this reminds me. I love the aspect of negative writing where meaning is gained when something written is absent. Yeah. It's very interesting. Like, it's like there's tension in the air and something's not brought up, but like, something is avoided being talked about, so that's the answer. I agree. It's very cool. I return to my work and settle back into the catalog of new mods we'll be offering at the clinic. The day comes to an end and I lift my arms on a stretch. I pack up my things with a smile. I'm meeting Ocean at the cafe tonight. Yay! I take the elevator down to the cafe and make my way there from memory. I only miss a turn twice. The cafe has the same warmth as before. Look! A new spot! The cafe! The eclectic tables and chairs match the clientele. Feels like everyone here brought a part of themselves to this place. As I'm looking around, I spot Ocean waiting by the counter. They wave and I walk up to them. Hi. Want orders before getting into things? Sure. Order from the menu. I take a look at the menu and notice one of the items, some of the items have changed. Luckily, the flavor key remains the same. I want bitter. I want sweet. I want bitter. I don't know. Sour? Let's try sour. I ask for a lemon-infused tonic. Wanted to try something new. I notice the table we sat at last time is free and grab it while I wait for Ocean to finish. After a short while, he returns with 2 drinks. An herbal tea for you? Thanks. I'm gonna ask Ocean something. I think back on all my practice asking people questions and try to think of something interesting to ask Ocean. How's tea selling? Have you been selling your tea for long? Yes, but I can afford to do it in larger quantities now, which is great since the cafe is always asking for more. I don't think I got the second Ocean cafe visit because I upsell them. Oh, interesting. Neat. Okay. Tea has always been something I do on the side, and I'll probably keep doing it on the side, even once I have enough money to stop. I enjoy it a lot. I lift the mug to my lips and take a slow sip. My mouth floods with a sharp sourness that makes my tongue recoil and my teeth ache. Oh no! The mushroom tea I got last time was much better. Oh, I slide the drink a bit further away from me. How do you like it? I'm gonna be honest, it's kinda... Ooh, I'm gonna joke. What's in a drink? That which we call a beverage by another name would taste as sweet. Oh my god. Don't remind me of grade 9 English. Thank you for ordering for me. I'm glad you like it. Sure I do. Ocean drink. What did you get? Oh, chamomile tea. It's quite nice if you want to try some time. Should have been honest, I know. This is disgusting. You're gonna drink a lot more of that now. Yeah. How's your week been going? Honest. I'm honestly feeling pretty stressed about my rabbit surgery coming up this weekend. That's understandable. I'm sorry you need to deal with that. Thanks. How's work been? Oh, good for the most part. I'm a bit annoyed by one of my clients' requests, but that's nothing new. At least they seem to hire me for my skill rather than the fashion of it. Fashion of it? What fashion is that? Oh, well, it's considered fashionable or trendy, maybe is a better word, to hire me. Oh, no. I'm considered a bohemian artist, a wizard with plants, or some other garbage like that. Oh. It's frustrating and honestly feels demeaning. But I get to work with incredible plants, stuff I'd never be able to see otherwise. And it makes more uppers want to pay me, so I can't really complain. It sucks that they treat you like that. You should be valued for being you. You should care more about what you can do for them. Seriously. Only more uppers thought about it like that. How are you feeling? Oh my god, Ocean's face is so sweet! He's so concerned for me. Hi! How are you feeling about your rabbit's upcoming vet visit? Optimistic. I'm feeling good about it. Hopefully everything will go well. That's good to hear. TV shows. Have you been watching anything lately? I don't watch too much TV actually, but I'm happy to take recommendations if there's any you like. Word vomit! Word vomit. Oh, I don't even know where to start. Have you heard of daffodil petals falling gently beneath a cerulean sky? It's one of my favorites. Oh yeah, no. If I could date Ocean, I would. 100%. I think I've heard of it. Or The Jester's Wickedly Sharp Blade and Wit. That's a classic. I don't know that one, no. Oh, it's amazing! The lead works as a jester by day and spy by night and is infiltrating the court to gain the king's trust and learn his secrets to pass them along to revolutionaries, but the jester falls in love with the prince in waiting and needs to sort between their cause and their love. There's all sorts of intrigue and politics, romance, drama, comedy, everything you could want. And it's all executed so well. It's really great. Sounds that way. Lend Ocean a season? Ocean season to continue. Let's lend Ocean a season. If you're interested, I could lend you a chip of the first season. No pressure, of course. I'd be down to check it out. Okay, cool. Are these shows from before? Most of them, yes. Though I've been wondering, why are you working at Envisaged Poetry? Money. They were hiring me and I need the money. That's fair. Did you enjoy your trip? Have a watch party! Hell yeah. How was your trip? It was great. A sleepover, preferably. Oh my god, go. It was great. Really hot and really fun. There were so many cool plants. I'm sad no one wants to keep greenhouses anymore. I'll probably never get the chance to work with any of them. I'm glad that you had a good time. Thank you. Ocean and I keep talking for a few more hours. It feels really easy and I find myself smiling a lot. I check the time and realize it's later than I thought. I didn't notice the time. I probably should get going. But I had such a nice time hanging out and chatting with you. I had a great time too. This is my favorite Ocean face, by the way. Look at him! He's so cute! Such a great little expression. Would you like to hang out again? It doesn't need to be here. Yes! I'd love to, but I'm not sure what my next week looks like. No worries, we can reconnect the week after that and sort it out. That sounds perfect. Great. Before we get going, I actually brought something for you. So, you probably didn't get this, Corin, because you didn't get the second date. Or the second I call it a date. The second cafe visit. Just as a little way to say thanks for how you've helped me and show that I like spending time with you. They pull out a cardboard box. It's the one gift I missed. Damn. Fair. Technically, I missed, the gift... Spoilers for this route. I missed a gift from Clement when in my first full run, but I did get the gift in my playtest, so I knew that it existed. They pull a cardboard box out from their bag. It's a modded plant, one that doesn't need light to grow. Ooh, there it is! I open the top of the cardboard and peek inside at the plant. It's beautiful, thank you. I'm glad you like it. And I'm really happy that we became friends. I like spending time with you. Ooh, I didn't answer this before. It was also hanging in your room already. Yeah. So probably I've got all the gifts there and I just didn't realize. That's okay, Lightbug. I didn't answer this before. I kind of want a quick save and do that real quick. Let me just... I'll save here. I didn't think you liked modded plants. I really appreciate it, but I thought you didn't like modded plants. I don't, but they can be useful once in a while. It's hard to access sunlight and grow lights are expensive and take up a lot of space. I didn't want to get you an annoying gift. Oh, but you mentioned you need to get going. Sorry, I didn't mean to keep you longer than... I'll keep you longer. Oh, no worries at all. We get up and start heading out of the cafe. Ocean pauses by the doorway and turns back to me. Good luck with Nibbles. I hope everything goes well. Thank you. I do too. We walk back to the elevators together, lingering to chat a bit on the way. I'm really happy about my developing friendship with Ocean. And/or budding relationship. I get home and take a second to unwind and reflect on the day. It went pretty normally, but I can't help wishing that a client had come in. I'm curious if there's anything here... See, the thing is, when I played, I actually didn't really see the gifts. Like, the look of them. I think that might be it. Unless the disc is part of it. We'll see. I take a moment to stretch and release some of the tension I've been carrying in my shoulders. You've got the generator. Oh, do I? Oh, I do. That's fair. Oops. I've got all them gifts. With a sigh, I get up and start on a few chores. Just the bare minimum I need to finish tonight. I let Nibbles out, and the disc. Yeah. Fair. Between bites, I offer small snacks. That's okay. Little glitches will pop up here and there. We get it. I offer her small snacks. After I finish eating, I make myself a cup of Ocean's tea. It was really nice seeing Ocean today. I'm glad they gave me an excuse to take some time to relax, especially at such a well-loved and lived-in spot. I smile as I pull out the plant that they gave me and hang it from one of the industrial beams. Cute. I glanced at the disabled TV. Would have been nice to unwind to a rerun. At least this gives me an excuse to catch up on my reading. I take a look at the time with surprise. The night sneaked up on me. Pull up my banking app. Corin, me. I hate how fans turn everything into a romantic ship. Also me. This is now a dating sim. I am going to date Ocean at all costs. Ooh, let's take out ad removal, but let's, like, open the window. Let's have a little bit of... Yeah. Ugh, ads, but open window. All these costs just keep piling up. With a sigh, I return Nibbles to her hutch and fall into bed. Have a snooze. I wake to dread pooling in my core and dripping outwards through my limbs. I need so much more money and there's so little time. I drop my head into my hands and try to convince myself that I can make this work. After a bit, I pull myself together and get out of bed. I take my time with my morning routine, trying to pull comfort from it. After I finish and wish Nibbles farewell, I'm off. On my way to work, I keep getting pop-ups about different rabbit products. They're incredibly distracting. Oh no. I get into work to find a message from Sol waiting for me. She wants me to run down to Winnie's for some parts. I drop my stuff off in my office, grab the shopping bag, and find the list of hardware and wetware that Sol left on the counter. After double-checking there's nothing important I need to get done this minute, I head off to Winnie's. I'd like to get this out of the way so it's not interrupting my day later. The trip down to Winnie's shop is easy. I need to wait a bit longer than usual at the elevator, but it doesn't hold me up long. When I arrive, she's tinkering with something and doesn't notice me. Hi, Winnie. They put down the part and look up at me. Jen, it's nice to see you back so soon. What can I help you with? I hand her the list. Here's what Sol's looking for. Winnie flips through the list to check there isn't anything on the back before looking up at me. No luck selling iMods. I'll try harder. Sorry, I'll try harder going forward. Don't sweat it. It's a nice perk for us if it works out, but if it doesn't, then it doesn't. Anyway, maybe it's for the best. Less need this garbage pushed on people. Do you not like mods? Not particularly. Everyone's so quick to replace their humanity with plastic fakes these days. Mods have their place, of course, but most of the time no one's willing to consider a wearable that can do the same job without being surgically implanted. I'll never stop anyone from doing what they want, especially when those wants put bread on my table. But no one ever said I needed to agree with my mods to sell them. Anyway, I should have all this. I begin pulling open drawers and rummaging through boxes before depositing handfuls of metal and silicone into the bag. It'll take me a minute to grab all this. Feel free to ask me some questions and pass the time. Interesting. I know you slicklines are the nosy type. Why do you sell mods if you don't like them? It's a good business. It's easy to find customers and I make good margins. The stock is easy to keep. I have a knack for repairing it and most of it doesn't go bad. What part did you not get in your playthrough, Corwin? Did you not learn about the wearables? I begin to see why Sol doesn't like Winnie. You never accepted the deal. Fair enough. I like Wingerden. I think Wingerden is cool. Always just said I'd think about it. Fair enough. I've never been, like, successful with selling the actual extra mods. Most of it doesn't go bad. I'm able to live comfortably and happily. As I said, it's not my problem if people want to make decisions that I don't agree with. If they're willing to pay, then I'm happy to have them as customers. How did you start this place up? The shop? That's nothing exciting. I knew a guy who was bringing parts in and saw a gap in the market for some better mods at a slightly lower price. Undercut the competition and all that. But yeah, I get that. It's your clash in values. Yeah. Worked out, so I've been sticking with it. Winnie's are the customers. Sol only uses Winnie's full name. Do you know why Sol only refers to you as Wingerden? Oh yeah, it's because she doesn't like me. Don't look so startled, it's fine, I don't mind. I pause, unsure of how to phrase my question. You want to ask why she doesn't like me? Oh, she laughs. I don't mind. She thinks that I'm a selfish, wealth-obsessed hypocrite, and she's not wrong. Who knows? You might agree with her once you get to know me as a little bit better. I joked with her last time. I'll joke with her again, why not? Maybe I will. That's the spirit. What are these other customers? What are your other customers like? I get a few upper clinics looking to save some money, and the rest is sawbones. They drop by when they can afford it. Usually when it's something for a kid or a mid-dweller they're trying to impress. You guys are my most regular customers, so I try to make sure to treat you extra nice. Winnie returns with a full bag. It's all here. Thank you. Always a pleasure doing business. Nice seeing you again, Jin, and send Soul my regards. I look back before I leave and see Winnie sitting where I found him, tinkering with the part, intense focus furrowing her brow. I turn and head back to the clinic, the bag full of rattling parts slung over my shoulder. When I get back, Soul is waiting in the lobby. You're back. Let's see what you got. I hand her the bag. She rifles through it briefly. Seems fine. Thanks for running down for it. No worries. Before you get back to work, I'd like to speak with you for a minute. About what? What did you want to talk about? I just wanted you to know that I see the work you've been putting in. You've been doing a fine job. Oh, thanks. Is that all? Yeah. I'll get going then. Enjoyed the paperwork. I head back to my office with a smile. It's nice to know that Soul appreciates my work. I get home and drop my stuff on the table before going to check on Nibbles. She hasn't eaten enough again. I let her out and watch as she lies down on the carpet. Breaks my heart to see her this way. I get up and start putting my things in their usual places. I glance out the window and notice some kids kicking a ball around in the street. They've strung up string lights to mark out their nets. My thoughts keep returning to Winnie and Soul. What is going on with them? I'm going to start my chores. I get a start on my dishes with a sigh. I keep reminding myself that future me will be grateful, but it's hard to buy it. I feel that. I try to relax, but it's hard with ads plastering my walls. I try to ignore them, but it feels futile the way they pulse and change. After I try to get through some cleaning, but my fatigue is catching up with me. I decide to finish what I can and leave the rest for tomorrow. My banking app with robotic motions. Let's bring X on TV. I'll cancel out noise, and I'll put on ad removal. This never feels easier. I get ready for bed and whisper goodnight to Nibbles. The neighbors across the hall are having an argument. One of them spent their savings on something frivolous. A gift, maybe? Flowers? It's hard to tell from context. I can make out almost all of their exact words. I sigh and will sleep to find me. I wake up a bit before my alarm and turn it off before it starts. I roll out of bed with a sigh and get ready quickly. I leave without eating breakfast. On my way to my office, I notice Soul has her Do Not Disturb sign posted at the outside of the surgery. I probably won't be seeing her today then. I get to my office and settle in to do my paperwork. The time starts to slip by. After some time, I hear a knock and look up. Hey Jin, it's that time again. I'd forgotten that he'd asked me to reschedule our one-on-one for today. I push away my grimace. Let's do it. About Clement. He swipes at his tablet for a moment. Nice job with that sale. We came away with a tidy sum. You could have upsold them more, but considering the procedure cost, I'll let it slide. We want our clients to be able to afford to come back. Wonderful work overall. Baron puts away his tablet and meets my eyes. That's all for today. I'd say this week went fine enough. Alright, I've got to run. If you have any questions, shoot me a message. With a curt nod, he gets up and leaves my office. I let out a slow breath. I suppose that could have been worse. I do kind of want to get, like, different endings with different clients, which would be hard, because I kind of, like, don't want to get, like, a million endings, like the endings that I don't want, but for the achievements, maybe I'll endure the pain. Not today, but... I shake off my lingering tension from my conversation with Baron. I have a client scheduled for later today that needs my focus. Girlfriend needs me, says Guru, so I'm taking off. Thanks for the stream. Have a good night. Hey, no problem. I know it's a struggle this is going. Have a good night, Guru. I pull open the file and read through it. My favorite. At the top of the file, I see Celine, they, she, 32. I love her. Occupation. Under line of work section, the form reads architect. Desired procedure. The section detailing the mods Celine would like is short and to the point. They'd like to upgrade their eyes, but she doesn't specify how. Probably be a straightforward procedure and will likely be irreversible. Everything in the file leads me to hope this will be a simple interview with an easy client. I'm the best client of all, correct. I try to guess what eye mod Celine is looking for. If Winnie didn't have it in her spare eye box, would they still kick me back for the sale? I'm pulled from my thoughts by a sharp rap at the door. Come in. The first thing I notice about Celine is their mods. She is more than anyone I've ever seen. I love their design so much. They're so cool. Celine is like just the colors and the look. I love the outfit. Like it's I love Celine. Celine's so cool. Her eyes meet mine, and I falter momentarily. Welcome to envisaged poetry. It's easier than normal to withhold my cringe. She makes me feel like I'm under a microscope. Celine is the goddess of attitude, correct. Oh, that's all. There we go. I'm Jen. My pronouns are any and all. Celine inclines their head in return. She walks over to the couch and takes a seat. I am Celine. I use they, them, and she, her pronouns. I'm here to upgrade my eyes. As part of procedure, I have to conduct an intake interview before I can give my recommendation. They incline their head again. That is acceptable. Thank you. She lowers her eyebrows slightly, looking confused. Is something the matter? No. Play it up. Are you sure you aren't hiding something? Just my cadaver-filled closets back home. I fucking love her! I feel a bit of tension I didn't realize I was holding release. Let's move on to the interview. They nod their assent. What's your budget? What does your budget look like? I can spend $8,000. I know the procedure's only $6,000, but I assume you want to push a bunch of other mods on me. So when I playtested this, I denied it, and then I didn't push any mods. I'm gonna agree. For funsies. Only if I think you'll be generally interested in them. Of course. Desired procedure. I understand you want to upgrade your eyes. Is there a specific model or any features you're interested in? I love this face, right? Ooh. A new model was recently released that offers a wide array of vision enhancement options, telescopic, thermal, night vision, and a built-in camera. I mentally reviewed their eye specs. The model is new and but well tested and doesn't require a unique procedure. The recovery time is comparable to other eye upgrades. Oozing condescension. Oh yeah. Agreed. Why are you looking to upgrade your eyes? They can be better than they are now. Why wouldn't I want to ameliorate them? Is that a good enough reason for you? What do you mean by a good enough reason for me? You're the one making the decision today. The cards are in your hands. You've mentioned that you see me as the one in control here. You are. I swallow, collecting my thoughts. I'm here to help you. I'm sorry if I come off as pushy or misunderstood your desires. No, you've been fine. You're not the one who designed this system. We're both crushed between its cogs. I relax slightly, but some unease remains, shifting beneath my skin. I think I didn't get to a line, but there was a great line that she has where I was like, you're in control. She's like, you have the power, but I can take it back anytime I want. So good. Past mods. You have a lot of mods. You noticed? Snark back. I haven't seen that line. Yeah, it's really good. Oh, I'm not sure. They're pretty easy to miss. She laughs, and I smile in return, feeling pleased. Snarky clients, we love it. Reason for past mods. Is there a reason you wanted so many mods? I'll give you 3 reasons. You can decide what you think is true. First, they give me direct control over my body, which is empowering. Second, they make me better, and that lets me make the world around me better. Third, I enjoy the attention they bring. Oh, I haven't seen that line. I also haven't snarked before. Oh, hell yeah. I think when I playtested, I snarked back for fun, and when I saw it was a positive response, I went, fuck yeah, so I always snark back. Now, what do you think? I consider her options. Improvement. I think it's the second. They smile, but don't reply. I think I did this before. I think either way, they're like, eh. They have the same kind of answer. No, that seems wrong. What if I said attention? I'm gonna save. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna save in number 3. Sorry, I want to change my answer. It's the 3rd one. Is that your final answer? Is that right? Ah, it's the same one. Okay, either way she is. That's for you to decide. Okay. Improving body. Do you feel it's important to improve yourself and your body? I remember getting here and immediately thinking, it's all three. Ha! Yeah, probably. Yes, by bettering myself, I am empowered and I can share my growth with the world. Do you feel disempowered otherwise? No, but I am more empowered by working on myself. I try to be a bit better every day. That's a valiant pursuit. It's impressive that you keep at it. Thank you. How do you share your growth with the world? Mostly through my actions. I try to behave to others how I would like to be treated. I try to create and cultivate the kinds of spaces I would like to inhabit. I try to encourage others through example and leave things I interact with better for it. Do you feel a responsibility to improve the world? Our world is made of interwoven cells. I cannot truly be happy if I know others are suffering. The harms felt by one reverberate and are felt by all. Since I am one of those who inhabit this world, I'd prefer for it to be as pleasant as possible. Before I can form my next question, Celine puts up a hand to stop me. While this is all lovely, I do think you have enough information to give your recommendation at this point. That may be true, but I don't feel confident that I have enough to provide a quality consultation. Please bear with me a little longer. She nods once to indicate I should continue my questioning, but doesn't look happy. I should try to wrap this up soon. Are all your mods meant for improving your body? You mean my physical abilities? No, some are solely for aesthetic value. I find them quite beautiful, a hallmark of human ingenuity and creativity. What do you think of them, mod seller? Have you gotten to the debate with Celine? I've started the debate, and then she got mad at me, so I save scummed. I was going down a bad path. Yes. Yes, they are quite alluring. I like the debate. Cool. Indeed. You got any hobbies? What do you do in your free time? I have several hobbies, including painting, reading, and martial arts. Over the past year, I've also started modeling. Oh, excuse me. You work as a model? Yes, my appearance is a bit eye-catching, as I'm sure you've noticed. I caught the public eye and was approached with an offer following a TV interview. Why did you choose to accept the offer and start modeling? They shrug. It's fun. Do you see it as a hobby or a job? At this point, mostly a hobby. And while I do enjoy it, my heart lies in other pursuits. I would want to model full-time. You said they chose you because you look distinct. Do you ever feel like they're presenting you as an oddity for the audience to gawk at? Not at all. I'm often met with reverence and wonder. But thank you for your concern about my well-being. You seem to take pride in others' admiration. Do you feel like having control over your body is important? It's essential. It's one of the only things I have control over. I'm gonna save. I fucked this up last time. I wonder if I can get a debate in without it going a bad route. Because if I'm arguing that they're the ones in control, she argues against it. And then I had a bad ending. Let's try this. Do you feel like you don't have control of the other areas of your life? Not anymore. Control is something I've worked for most of my life. Now that I have it, it's something I work hard to keep. Okay. Why did you pick our clinic? You clearly had worked on elsewhere, and it seems to be exceptional quality. There's a collection of reasons. This clinic's reputation has been growing. I was interested in trying someplace new, and you're the only clinic offering a certain level of quality at your price point. So I chose to give you a try. And if I have a good experience, I might even come back. Has the experience matched our reputation? In some ways, yes. Do you have anything planned for after the procedure? You need to know about my personal plans now, too? Curious, I'll try this. You'll need to rest a bit after the procedure. I just wanted to make sure you don't have plans that would interfere with that. I have no plans, no. I'm well aware of the need to rest. It may come as a surprise, but this actually isn't my first mod. I love that facial expression. I take a moment to check over my notes. I've covered all the required questions. Ooh. I don't know if I learn more after this. I'm gonna try. I saved recently. Learning more about Celine would still be helpful. In any case, they're fascinating to talk to. Occupation. Can I ask about your work? What do you want to know? You work as an architect, right? That's correct. What are your clients like? They lift their eyebrows. I'm just trying to get a better feel for your work environment. Her expression rises another few notches in intensity. Clients are clients, mine are likely just as yours. Enjoyment. Do you enjoy your job? I find it challenging, engrossing, and enjoyable, yes. That's great. Yes, it is. Motivation for job. What made you want to become an architect? It's the perfect intersection of science, engineering, art, and design. It is a discipline through which I can convey so much or nothing at all. A realm of endless possibility, if you can find the funds. And have you found the funds? I have been fortunate enough to catch the eye of some upper floorers, yes. Ah. Are there any artistic goals you have for your work? Yes, I want the spaces I create to feel like they have clear intentions without adding without additional explanation. However, I don't want any who enter the spaces to feel required to conform with them. I think these oppositional forces are what make my designs appealing. Some see the spaces I create as multifunctional, but those people aren't listening to what the space is trying to say. They override it with their own expectations. Day-to-day. What's an average day at work look like for you? Sitting with a computer and modeling a new space, walking through its projection, and feeling its shape. Sometimes I also meet with clients. I suppose we have that in common. I look over my notes. It's time to make my recommendation, Cohen. I never ask all the questions in a single interview if you're pissing her off by talking too much. Curious to see how it works out for you. I think because I didn't debate her, she's gonna be fine. I need to save another $29.70 to afford Nibbles' surgery. Celine is very likely the last client I'll have to meet before the surgery. I'll have time to meet for the surgery date. If Celine has the procedure done here, I'll earn at least $1,200. Recommend! Based on our conversation today, I can easily recommend that you go forward with upgrading your eyes. I've gotten the good endings after the debate, yeah? Alright, fair enough. Thank you for your permission. We discussed the eye model that Celine is looking to get and some of the details. She seems happy with the quality of the implant's features. I glanced down at my tablet. Celine mentioned she had some budget for upselling. What kinds of mods might they find appealing? Alright, because she's got 8,000 and this is 6,000. I think I tried nails to claws. I did 2. I got her to do 1. No, I upgraded her arms. Vocal mimicry? Ooh. Replace heart. That seems cool. That's a lot of money, though. Improve hearing. Nails to claws. Or I could do vocal. I wonder what would happen if I oversell her. I mean, technically I'm not. You know what? I'm gonna try to sell her a bunch, and then she can be like, yeah, that's too much for me. When I playtested with the dev, they said I basically dodged every single bullet in the debate. Nice! I love it. Oh, that's wild. You know what? Fuck it! I'm gonna suggest all these, and up to a certain point. I won't suggest all of them. I might stop after a while, but we'll see. I'll just bring them all up. See what she says. Hopefully that's the right call. I'll walk you through additional mods that I think might interest you. As I describe the mods, you'll be able to pull up the details in that tablet in front of you. How convenient. Okay. Okay. So I have to keep in mind money. So this would be 7,300. This would be too much money. Pretty sure. Because that would be 70... I try and improve hearing. Because that'll still be 7,300. And then I can still do claws? Or the other one? Yeah, they got 2,000 to spare in the planned budget. Yeah. Let's try improved hearing. Have you considered improving your hearing? Better attune with spaces, cutting edge mod. I think she could go with either. Better attune with spaces. Maybe. She has a whole thing with her being an architect. It might let you understand the spaces you're looking to build in or the designs you're working on better. You can engage with them on a whole new level. Interesting point. I'd like to try that. Fuck yeah! Alright, I'll add to the list. Okay. So now we're at 7,300. So now we can do the claws. And that's it. Or, wait. Right? Could I do the arm upgrades? I think I did try the arm upgrades and she did take them. I think last time I tried the claws and the arm upgrades. So maybe I should try the claws this time. She might not say no to the claws though. Because she said yes to the arm upgrades when I tried to sell them. But then I get 2 of them. I am curious to see what would happen if I tried to like sell over her budget. But I won't. I won't do that to her. Not to my girl. Not to my people. Not to my person. It will be too much if I do 900. It will be too much. I will do the claws. Be interested in changing your nails to claws. I think I said it was trendy. Fuck, what did I say? Handy weapon? Maybe? They could be a good weapon in a pinch. Why do you think I would need a weapon? Well, it's fine. I'll pass on the claws, thanks. Damn it! Yeah, it doesn't work. Damn, okay, so I think the trendy one and that one doesn't work. So maybe it looks cool, might have gotten her. No worries. Oh shit. I have made a grave error. Whoops. Eeps. Now I'm gonna fuck. Gonna go over her budget. Let's go. Okay. Well, fuck, we're going all, well, I mean, if I do 900, like, it's a little over, but it's only like, what, 200 over? Thought about covering your arms. New features. No, I think it was software upgrade that she says yes to. I'll try it. We could upgrade your software while switching you to a free open source option. I enjoy the customer service with my current software, but the subscription costs have become quite frustrating. The core has been raising them while cutting its service quality, plans for new features, and quality of updates. I'd be interested to see what your OS can do. If you're willing to pay, sure! Let's do it then! It's over your budget. Let's see what the fuck happens. I'm gonna stop selling! Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll save. Yes. More! More! Let's go with the third. Let's go with the first one again. That's a lot over her budget, though. Maybe I'll try. And then she's like, bruh, that's like way over my budget. Capitalism, baby! Maybe she's lying to me. Maybe she said her budget was 2,000 over and she's actually like, actually I can do another like $5,000. You want me to do the replaced heart? I did save. I will go back. Replaced heart. She might be interested in that. Who knows? I don't think she'll care about the vocal mimicry. Sell the heart. What did you think of replacing your heart? Looks cool. Improved cardiovascular. No risk of future heart problems. Ooh, that's dope. Okay, well, improved cardiovascular, I mean, like, that's living, that's, like, running, that's just having a good time. No risk of future heart problems, that's cool. Looks cool. Who's gonna see it? I know, right? Like, what the fuck? Oh my god. Unless it's, like, got a cool, like, I'm not on camera, my camera's not on, but I'm, like, making, like, a design over my heart, like, it's, like, visual. Like a label. Like a sticker. No risk of future heart problems. You like improving your body. would greatly reduce your risk of future health problems, since the new heart can act as a filter. You also won't be able to develop any heart problems, of course. Of course. The model specs seem good, and the design is good. I'm in! Okay! Girly! Do you know how much it is? Okay, sounds good! Oh my god. Keep selling? I did save. Vocal mimicry? For Nibbles! This is true. Are you interested in expanded vocal capabilities? We have a beautiful and unique mod that gives you the ability to mimic any sound you hear with your voice. We've gone far enough past my budget, don't you think? Ooh! Oh no! Here we go! Last one. This is the last one. Good. So for the vocal mimicry, helpful for arguments, unique ability. Ooh, Kermit bids you to. Kermit, look, it looks cool to have vocal mimicry. You sure about that? What do you mean looks cool? I mean, like, I guess it would seem cool. If I say helpful for arguments, she's gonna be like, oh, so I can't, like, you're saying I'm not good at debating? I could be like, no, you're great at debating, honey, because I save scummed the fuck out of that debate. Unique ability, but then she might be like, well, why would I need this? This is cool, but why would I need it? Fuck it, I'm gonna go for the bottom one. We're already all in, baby. It could be helpful for winning arguments. How is that? You can record things people have said and play it back for them exactly how they said it. That would be helpful, actually. Ah! I'll take the mimicry! Woo! I want to see, yeah. I'll take the mimicry. Glad to hear. I should stop trying to push more. She's like $3,000 over her budget. My god. I don't want to keep pressing my luck. I walk Celine through the plan for her mods and ensure all the details are settled. Next, I'll meet with the surgeon, Dr. Soul, and she'll give you a physical to ensure you're fine to go forward with the procedure. Once you're done with her, we'll schedule your operation date and we'll pay your deposit. That is agreeable. We leave the room together. Later. I get home feeling drained. The combination of talking to Baron and Celine's intensity have pulled all the energy from me. I make myself a mug of Ocean's tea and start feeling some life returning to me. The taste feels vibrant but soothing. I'll have to see about returning to the cafe to get more. I get a start on my chores, doing the bare minimum needed for tomorrow. I drop onto bed, thoughts spinning slowly but ceaselessly. I sit up, open my banking app. We've definitely sabotaged our shot at a return customer. Oh, absolutely! Cute gif of Jin with fat stacks of cash! Oh, I didn't realize I could upsell her that much. I mean, makes sense. She likes mods. If she's happy with the service. Let's say no to that, we'll keep TV. Save some money. I sigh. The end of the week feels more like a wave about to crash down around me. But after all that, you're still 2K short. Oh yeah, I know. It's okay, I know how to get more. I lie back down and try to get to sleep. I wake with a start when my alarm goes off. I turn it off with a sigh. My usual anticipation for the end of the week has eroded. I just wish I had more time. My thoughts tumble over each other as I get ready for work. I leave for the clinic in a bit of a daze. I get into work and head for my office. After powering through a few mod catalogs, I get up to refresh my coffee. Stepping into the lobby, I see Clement sitting there. Hi, Jin. Do you have some time? Yes. Of course. What's going on? I wanted to let you know how things have been since I got the mods. They've been going really well. I got a promotion, so I don't think they'll be letting me go anytime soon. How are you finding your promotion? It's good. The new responsibilities are added to my current ones, which can be too much at times, but I appreciate the pay raise. More of my coworkers were laid off. That's been difficult, and morale is quite low. Oh, I didn't pick that option before. That's sad. Oh. How is Marin? How is Marin doing? Marin is as okay as she ever is. Chronic illness is chronic. She has better days and worse days. And that must be hard. I'm sorry. Clem shrugs slightly. It is what it is. I actually brought you something. It's not much, and if you already have it, no worries. But Marin likes physical media, and I thought you might enjoy holding on to this more than we would. It's the disc set for Amongst Us Who Can Fail. We fight for the goddess. Oh wow, really? Thank you so much. I take the disc case with entirely unconcealed excitement. I'm so excited to rewatch it. No worries, I'm glad to do something for you after how much you've helped me. I do unfortunately need to get going now, but it was really nice catching up with you. It was really nice seeing you too. They give me a small wave and walk out of the clinic. Hey, Clement 4! So I got that achievement this time. I knew about the disc, but I didn't get it in my first run, so now I have that, which is helpful. I look back at the box set and feel a sense of warmth fill me. It really is an outstanding gift. I shake Clement from my thoughts and start heading back to my office when I hear the door chime open behind me. I turn around and see Selena enter the lobby. Is she gonna be pissed? We're gonna see! Let's go! Jin. Hi, Celine. Do I need to check in for my appointment? Yes, I can do that for you. Thank you. I type out a message to Sol and turn back to Celine. Every time I've tried to make small talk, Celine's been like, yeah, you don't need to talk to me, don't worry about it. I'm like, alright. Wait in silence. I sit down behind the counter. You can wait in the seating area to your right if you'd like. I do. They move away from the counter and I feel some tension leak out of my shoulders. After a short while, Sol exits the surgery and makes her way over. Celine? Hello, doctor. You can follow me. Celine turns from Sol to me. I'll see you around, Jin. You're in good hands, I'm sure. The two walk back to the surgery and the door closes behind them with a soft whoosh. I head back to my office with a sense of relief. I'm glad things went so smoothly. Clement is on my mind when I get home. I open the disc set and flip through it. There's an art book about the show on the back. I can't help the smile growing across my face. I can't believe they just gave this to me. I reluctantly put the disc set down. I can get back to it later. I'm so happy Clement got that promotion, but I feel torn that they needed the mods to get it. I'm gonna play with Nibbles. I try to engage with Nibbles, but she doesn't want to move from where she's lying. She's getting worse. I start washing dishes and try to figure out how much money I can expect in the remaining days. Bearing the miracle of another client drop in, it'll just be my salary payment tomorrow. It's hard to relax with all the noise seeping in. Anytime someone walks down the hall, opens the door, closes the door, it's all so loud. It's like they're in the same room with me. Everything off, baby! I stare at my tablet, not seeing it. I'm not gonna make enough without some kind of miracle. My hands start shaking and I put the tablet down. I try to convince myself that tomorrow could bring something unexpected that somehow nets me 279. Oh, I missed the typo. My hope is thin. I fall into bed feeling achy and empty. What was it? Bearing versus barring? Where was that? Oh, barring any clients. Oh, fair. I get it. Totally missed that. The animations on my walls pulse and turn, the light constantly changing into nauseating swirl, even beneath my closed eyelids. It's like trying to fall asleep 2 feet away from a television. I pull the blanket over my head and try to focus on my breathing. Eventually, I fall asleep. I wake up feeling precarious. I try to remain optimistic. Oh, Jin looks so tired. But it keeps washing away beneath the reality of the situation. I take my time making breakfast and giving Nibbles some treats before heading to work. I grab some tea and then started on the paperwork I need to get done for the end of the day. It's hard to focus with all the emotions buzzing around my head. There's a knock on my door, and I look up to see Sol. Hello, Jin. I'm gonna joke. Let me guess, you're here to send me on an errand to Winnie's? I am here to send you on an errand to fetch an order from Wingerden. Called it! Indeed. Here's the list. You don't need to go right away. But bring it back before the end of the day, please. Alright. Thank you. Oh. Can I ask you something before you go? I don't know if I got this option before. Sure. Winnie said that you don't like her? Why am I not surprised at their unprofessionalism? It is true that I'm not her biggest fan. I think hate would be a strong word for it. However, I think further discussion of this would have me engaging in unprofessionalism as well, and I'd rather not. Please form your own impression of her. I don't mean to negatively bias you. Sure, no worries. Okay, never mind. I'll get going then. See ya. She leaves and I turn back to the paperwork on my desk. I blink at the paperwork going fuzzy before my eyes. I wanted to get this chunk done before heading to Winnie's, but trying to keep at this isn't going to get me anywhere. I get up with a stretch and make my way to the lobby. As I'm getting everything together to head out, I see Celine walk in. Oh, cool! I haven't seen Celine with other mods. That's dope. Oh yeah, okay. I was right. So it's like a window. Oh, that's dope for the heart. That's so cool. So you get the window and then the improved hearing. And then yeah, that's cool. Oh, she looks so cool. Hello, Jin. How are the mods? How are you enjoying the mods? And the vocal mod, yes, and that, yeah. They've been exceptional. I'm incredibly pleased with my experience here. Dr. Soul does beautiful work. However, I bought more mods than I would have liked here. I recognize that this is a consequence of my own decisions, and no one forced these mods upon me. They make me happy, but I wish I had waited longer before getting them. My budget didn't have the leeway for this kind of purchase at the moment. Sad. Will you be alright? Thank you for your concern. I'm not in a dire position. In any case, that's all I had to say. Do you know if Dr. Soul is free right now? I think she is, yeah. But I'll stop in to thank her as well before seeing myself out. Thank you for your time, Jin. Hey, Celine 4. Ooh, it's sparkly and gold. With a curt nod, they turn their head to the surgery. I'm glad Celine is doing fine, but I can't help feeling somewhat guilty over how much I upsold her. I mean, not me, baby. She looks cool as fuck. I'm a little sad that she had to pay more, but... I take a moment to refocus and then finish grabbing the bag to take to Winnie's. The whole walk there, the interaction with Celine is replaying in my head. Winnie spots me as I walk up and gives a small wave. Jen! How's my favorite customer? Not great. It hasn't been the best week. I hope things turn around and it ends on a sweeter note. Thanks. She offers her palm and I hand them Soul's list. Winnie scans it quickly. I see you sold an iMod! And what an iMod! It's not one I had in the extra iDrawer, but a deal's a deal. My tablet pings as I receive a payment of 510 bucks! Woo! I'm gonna save my bunny. Thanks, Winnie. Oh! Okay. Slight glitch. Thank you. It's good business for us both. Very nice. I should have everything Soul's looking for. Why don't you take a seat while I grab it? I sit and watch her work her way through bins, shelves, and drawers, slowly filling the bag. After some time, Winnie returns and hands me the now full bag. That's all of it. Oh, before you leave, I've been thinking about spiffing the place up a bit. Wouldn't know anyone who's selling by chance. I wanted to ask you, did it do the garbled text thing briefly? It did, yes. It had a bunch of numbers and code. I had a question for you. This thing coming up, when she's asking for, like, things to spill up the apartment. Did you get it? Or was that a result of me accepting the mods? Or, not the mods, the offer. You did, okay. I thought so. It seemed like it. And I mean... I'm saving my bunny. I'm already good. Oh, interesting. Okay, so... But I didn't get the generator from... Oh, okay. Probably because I upsold her over her budget. I get it. Okay. Because last time when I played through, and I did upsell Celine on, like, one mod, but it was still well within their budget. So they got it, they were happy, and they were like, wow, I had a great experience. Here's a gift. So, in this case, I didn't get the gift because I went past their budget, probably. Wonder how much they're worth. Same for Celine. Got it. Did you sell any of them? I can show you what they are, because I sold both of these. No, I only sold Jupiter's painting last time. I sold Jupiter's painting and I sold Celine's generator. I kept Ocean's plant. Did you want to see how much they were? If you didn't sell for them? I didn't have to because I got Florence's good ending. True, she gave you a ton of money. That's fair. Well, I can show you. I have a really nice painting that could help with the ambience. Oh yeah? to help the place feel a bit more approachable. I pull up a photo of the painting Jupiter gave me and show it to Winnie. Looks good. Would you take 200 for it? That's more than I expected them to offer. She didn't give me any, she didn't give me any money directly. I chose the other option. I don't know what the other option... Wait. What did my friend say? There's somehow she sends you money. But I don't know what the other option is. Because I didn't get the ending. That's more than I expected them to offer. Sure. I didn't sell Ocean's plant, so this will be new to me. Would you be interested in a modded plant that doesn't need sunlight? Oh, and if anyone's interested, Celine's generator was 1,500, but you could sell it for, I think, 2,000? I think you could sell it for more? Or no, maybe... No, I think you sell it for 1,500 because that's what it's worth, but Wingerden originally offers you less, and then you're like, it's at least 1,500. She's like, alright, here you go. I don't actually know if she can just give you cash. There's dialogue for it, but I haven't taken it. Oh. Fair. So it's max 1,500 with initial... 1,000. Gotcha. Yeah, so, because she, like, e-transfers you, right? Or, like, something like that? That's what my friend chose, too. They did the e-transfer. For Florence, do you want to know? Not fully, because I do want to just, like, play through that ending myself. But I do know bits and pieces of it from my friend. Would you be interested in a modded plant that doesn't need sunlight? That would be a great look for the shop. Do you know anyone selling them? I have one that I'd be willing to part with. Sure, I can give you 600 for it. That seems reasonable. Then I'll keep silent. That sounds good, Corbin. That works. Nice seeing you, Jin. I'll catch you later. I wave goodbye and turn back to head to the clinic. It's nice that they have this option too, because both times now I haven't had quite enough. I think it was actually 600 short when I ended my first run. And I was like, fuck. So this is actually closer to how I got, mostly because I upsold Celine on the mods. But both times I haven't had enough to, like, save my rabbit. But if you don't engage with the clients and get their gifts, you get a different like you don't get their gifts. So you're like, well, I can't sell anything to Wingerden. So it's actually a detriment unless you want to get that ending where Nibbles, where you don't have enough for Nibbles, and it's very sad. The trip back feels faster than the trip down, even with the heavy bag over my shoulder. The lobby is empty when I return. I leave the bag by the door to the surgery and send Sol a note that it's there. I head to my office, the weariness that I've been pushing away all morning catching up to me. I get home with a dull headache pounding behind my eyes. I think of Selena and remind myself that they made the decision to get more mods than they could afford. She said so herself. I make myself a cup of the tea Ocean gave me and sit down to enjoy it. It seeps into my bones, warming me. I want tea now. I try to get some chores done, but it's a half-hearted attempt and I give up soon after starting. There's also an achievement for borrowing money from a friend, which I'm curious about. Oh, I wonder if that's the lore, because you get a call from a friend, and you can choose to, like, go say hi to them or hang out with them. I actually did hang out with them when they called. But nothing really came from it, so... Although I might have not been honest. I might have been like, yeah, life's okay. That's kind of nice. I assume that too, yeah. I make something simple for dinner and watch Nibbles as I eat. I open up my banking app hesitantly. I can hear my pulse thrumming. Oh boy! Total savings, 700 more, let's go! I am gonna get all this! Yeah, so it's total savings 7. I should be fine. I should be good. That's fine. Alright. We're gonna get all of this, baby, because we can do that. I stare at my bank balance unblinkingly. Then I let out a long, relieved sigh. I look over at Nibbles. You're going to be okay. She looks over at me. Nibbles, Dandelions. I pull her into my arms, rubbing along the top of her head and her neck. She nestles into me. I lay down and she settles on my chest. We stay like that until my eyes start shutting of their own accord. Yay, Nibbles! Yay! I spend the morning bouncing between excitement, relief, and nervousness. Finally, it's time to leave for Nibbles' appointment. I pack pack her into a carrier, and make my way to the elevator. The trip up feels at once too long and too short. When we arrive at the vet, they cart Nibbles away. Only a few hours later, she's back in the carrier, and I'm being given instructions for her care and a bottle of antibiotics. As I walk home, reality sinks in. She's okay. She's really okay. I arrive home and let Nibbles rest as instructed. My heart fills to bursting every time I look at her. Baby! It's still sinking in that she's gonna be fine. I spend most of the day watching her sleep. I'm upset I'll need to leave her tomorrow, but I'll remind myself that she'll be alright on her own. She made it. Yay! I get into work feeling achy, but my fatigue is lightened by the force of my relief. The hardest part is over. Nibbles will be waiting for me when I come home. I spot Baron hovering by the counter and dread rises through me. Jen, let's have a quick chat. Sure. What's up? Let's move up to your office. I follow him, weariness and anxiety clashing in my chest. I'll get right to it. In your time here, you've been doing a pretty good job. There's a lot that I would do differently, but hey, you're closing sales, so I can't complain. In any case, you can rest easy knowing your job is secure. You're off probation, congratulations. There's also apparently an ending, I think, that I was told that where you can get a promotion. You won't regret it. I'll show you just how great I can be. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I got that, yeah. Oh, you got a promotion! Nice. That's all I had to say. Welcome on board officially and all that. I'll see you around, Jin. This is the same ending I got for Baron last time. Next time I gotta get fired. Yeah, because that is another option you can do. You can get fired. He gets up and leaves the room. I let out a breath. That definitely could have gone worse. I give myself a moment to calm down before starting to figure out what I'm supposed to be working on. My head is still spinning and it's hard to focus. I decide to grab a coffee before giving work another crack. The lobby is empty. As I make my way to the coffee maker, my eye is drawn to the surgery's door. It's slightly ajar. Soul must be in. Knock! I knock on one of the doors. After a moment, Soul steps out. Jin? I just wanted to let you know that I'm off probation. So you'll be seeing me around for a little while longer. Congratulations! I genuinely like the work I do, and I'm really happy I can keep doing it here. That's great to hear. I've got to get back to it, but stick to Baron's good side and you'll be fine. Thanks. With a small wave, she returns to the surgery. I head back into my office, cradling the coffee between my hands. Work at the clinic is the same as usual for the rest of the week. The relief from saving Nibbles gives everything a warm glow. Somehow, things with Baron feel less tense. I have a feeling that things will keep getting better. For once, I'm somewhat hopeful about what the future will bring. Woo! Your route. So these are all the endings that I got based on the clients. I don't remember what each of them mean. Other than that, obviously, they're at the end of the characters' routes. But I think some of them are like the gift routes. I remember, like, Andy talking to me about that. Anyway. That's the game! Let's go to the credits! I really like this, by the way. I'm gonna read this. Alright. Quality Dreams Reasonably Priced was developed primarily in Toronto, Canada, on the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples. Toronto was covered by Treaty No. 13 with the Mississaugas of the Credit. The rights of Indigenous peoples are being violated. Settler colonialism is and has been actively dismantling their connection to the land and their cultures through historic and ongoing genocide. We encourage settlers to unlearn colonial history, deconstruct their privilege, and learn about Indigenous cultures and settler responsibilities. In this way, we learn the truth of the land we live on and reject Indigenous erasure and colonial myths. We want to highlight the global Land Back movement, which aims to return land to Indigenous peoples. By returning land, self-governance and environmental stewardship are returned as well. The Land Back movement is led by Indigenous people, and we emphasize the importance of listening to Indigenous people and following their leadership as we act towards land return and reconciliation. Some of the ideas in Land Back sovereignty, caring for the land, distinct identity, are represented in the dish with one spoon wampum. In Toronto, the wampum is a peace agreement between the Anishinaabe and the Haudenosaunee, in which the land is seen as a dish that we, the spoon, share in a spirit of mutual cooperation. We ensure the dish remains full by caring for the land, its animals, and its peoples with the goal of mutual benefit and sustainability. In Quality Dreams Reasonably Priced, the land has died. We drained it, and it responded with barren lands, acid rains, and irradiating sunlight. Life has retreated behind walls. This is capitalism and colonialism unbridled, and will be our future if we do not start considering how we share this land. We are responsible for caring for the land and for caring for one another. We work towards this by upholding the spirit and intent of the dish with one spoon wampum and other treaties. Yeah, I did notice that as well. Corwin. The game was also developed in Bandung, Indonesia, where it is hard to speak about developing queer games and hard to know who to trust with one's words. We test the waters and tread lightly, employing effort where the energy feels warranted. Queer people have always existed and will never stop existing. They were here on Turtle Island before the settler colonists came. We are here even when not wanted. We don't have a choice. Queerness exists whether we can speak its name or not. We remember those who have come before us. Those who were killed by fascism and hate, and so will always be somewhat unknown to us. Those who fled persecution and brought their families these lands. Those who build the foundations of our homes. Thank you for working towards creating a world where we can follow our dreams. Our quality dreams reasonably... quality dreams reasonably priced! That was a really nice little bit at the end. Well said. Yeah, light typo in the in the fourth paragraph with Haudenosaunee, but that's okay. I'll pass along. Honestly, this is, if nothing else, this is just a good, like, I'm just gonna send this VOD back and be like, hey, if you notice anything, like, I'll highlight some stuff, but if there's anything you want to change that you saw happen in my playthrough, there you go, right? So hopefully that'll be helpful to them. And now we get the credits! Credit days. Also, so I playtested with Dandelion. And I didn't playtest with Nez, but Nez offered me a very lovely message. Look, there's me, Ekami, playtesters, and Corwin, there's you, and there's I Love Lesbians! Oh, I love them so much. I mean, lesbians too, but I love that name. And the playtester with the best name, I Love Lesbians! And that's Quality Dreams Reasonably Priced! That's the game! Most of the game. I'm actually going to show the beginning so that you can see the setting of everything. You can see the art that you would not have seen if you just watched my demo. So, we'll click in for a new game real quick. I'll show you the beginning of the game. This is really nice art, by the way. All I've ever known is the city. All I've ever seen are her walls. A glittering metal spike piercing the barren land, embedded deep in its sands. My alarm goes off, and I sigh. I'm too tired to work. I leave my apartment building and make my way to the city elevator. Look how huge it is. Wild. I punch in the number for a floor far above mine and pay the fare. I cram myself into the shoebox elevator burrowed in the city's bones. My stomach drops as it begins its ascent. I consciously relax in the never-familiar press of people, trying to force myself comfortable and pull myself awake. It's a shame that time doesn't stop for the weary. And then here we are, in the clinic! Anyway, it's a brief thing, but I just wanted to show it because it is really nice art. I think I could just quit to menu. Yes. Get out of here, bots. You silly bots. I need to have a sip of tea or something. My throat is parched. Anyway, that was Quality Dreams Reasonably Priced. It's very good. If anyone here has not played it, and maybe if you were tuning in every now and again, but like didn't want spoilers, highly recommend playing it. You can find it on Steam, itch.io. I think those are the main two platforms right now. And it's made by like part of the dev team is in Toronto, Ontario, which is super cool. And the other part of the dev team lives in Indonesia, so that's really cool. So yeah, I was really taken with this game. It was lovely to playtest, really fun experience. The art for the characters is like some of my favorite art that I've just seen, and like I am definitely going to be following Nez. Like the art is incredible. The amount of expressions that Nez did is insane. Literally insane. Like just thinking about how many routes and how many like directions that a route can take, like there's got to be so many. And yes, Corwin said, do you think the demo's still available if you want to give it a try? Yes, you can check out the demo, because I think they're actually going to leave up the demo in case anybody wants to try it. So, and hey, maybe you wanted to play it and you wanted to get different endings than I did, because you can go and play it yourself. Obviously, like if you're able to buy it, of course. Play the demo first, at the very least. Like, wishlist it. Support the devs in a variety of ways, right? But yeah, there's tons of endings. I'm at some point probably gonna try to get the best ending with Florence, and then maybe a couple other endings. Part of me really wants to go through, like, I need to prepare myself, but a part of me wants to go through the sad ending of not having enough for Nibbles' surgery. The other part of me also wants to, like, kind of do opposite of... Actually, that... Not having enough money for Nibbles' ending might be me doing my opposite kind of playthrough, so, like... But I'll have to prepare myself for that, because, like... I don't know if I'm prepared to say no to Ocean, you know, stuff like that. Like, that's tough. Like, I don't know. Don't want to do it. But if I don't recommend... Like, in the game... Technically, you can recommend, like to get more gifts, you can probably recommend more procedures. So if you recommend less or none, like, you're just gonna... either you're gonna get fired, or you're not gonna just have enough to save Nibbles, so... There's no achievement for saying no to Ocean. Yes, this is true. This is true. There's no achievement. You just don't make money. Corwin said, your favorite part of this game is how thoroughly it engages with so many of the themes that are implicit in the cyberpunk idea of body mods. Yeah. Gender transitions, body autonomy, health. Yeah, it was a really neat way to look at that. I remember telling Zoe about this game when I played the demo. My friend Zoe is the host of True Avatars, a gaming podcast, by the way. A queer video game podcast. And... I remember just recommending it just because I was like, man, that first, like, case is really cool, because I'd never actually considered, like, the approach of, like, body modification for gender-affirming care. Like, obviously, like, that is what it is. Like, when you're receiving gender-affirming care, you're gonna be changing things, but in terms of, like, the cyberpunk futuristic, like, I'm gonna modify my body, like, so often you'll just see to be like, I want cool eyes, I want, like, super strength, all this stuff, right? But, like, as gender affirming care, that was really cool. And that also is a really good opening to this game, because it, at its core, is a queer game. Like, it's very queer friendly and queer positive and all that. And so that being the first one is a strong indicator of, like, what kind of game this is going to be. And in addition, with each new character, each new client that you experience, and then you're like, oh, I'm starting to have, like, moral, you know, indecision, moral dilemmas that's going on right now for me, because maybe I want to recommend them, maybe I don't want to recommend them. Like, my other friend, she didn't recommend Clement's procedure because she was like, yeah, it sucks, but she was hoping that they could, like, find something else and it'd be a more positive experience. And I mean, you never know, right? Like, you would assume that probably it's gonna be a bad idea just because, like, of how Clement explains the situation, how urgent it is, you know? Yeah, so it's really good. You can get a lot of different endings. You can get a lot of really cool dialogue. It's a really thorough game. Like, there's so many routes. You can probably play the game in about 2 to 4 hours, I would say. And like, but it's got so much replayability. Honest to God, I highly recommend this. This is a lot of fun. Definitely one of my favorite games for the year, to be honest. And yeah, I hope you'll consider checking it out, even if you're just looking up on Steam, play the demo, maybe wishlist it. Like, don't need to pay for it now, but you know, support where you can, in whatever way you can. But when you said you finished in 2 hours, that's also because I was quite familiar with the choices I wanted to make from playtesting. Yeah, same. Yeah, that was an interesting thing for me because, like, I'm not often one to replay a game. I don't get as motivated usually, but I was like, well, I really want to play through the whole game, but because I was like, I playtested it, but I playtested like it in parts. I didn't have the proper chronology of how everything goes, other than like maybe Oceans, because I kind of knew when that was happening. So it was nice to play it all together. But yes, it made it faster because I was like, okay, I know I want to recommend Oceans. I know I don't want to recommend Florence's, and you know, because we both of us had the opportunity to playtest all the clients, as far as I know. I playtested all the clients. So, or no, you must have, yeah, because you playtested Celine and you did the debate. Yeah. But yeah, it's good stuff. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I'll probably do a little raid over somewhere. I probably gotta get ready for bed soon. We'll just listen to the soothing sounds. And, let's see who's live. See who we can raid. Let's see. Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah, let's go raid Fraggin. Fraggin. Gaming. I haven't been able to raid Fraggin for a while. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I appreciate you. We're gonna go raid into Fraggin Gaming. If you want to do a little raid message. You know what? Before I fully do that raid, let me check if anyone else is playing Quality Dreams. I think I might be... I'm the only one right now. But hopefully other people will play it. I just checked. If you want to do a different, like the same kind of message, but use my sub emotes, I will... Oh my god, if I can type it out. There we go. I'll copy and paste it. There we go. They're playing some Pokemon. One of the OG Pokemons. No, maybe not OG. Oh no, OG. Red, blue. Pokemon, red, blue. But yeah. I'll be back on Friday for book club. I have to start... I have to start my section, and life has been so busy. Someone did play it earlier. Ah, fair. Nice. Book club on Friday, and then Saturday I'm hoping to finish Neo The World Ends With You, because we're on the last chapter with the final boss, so we'll see. Anyway, thank you so much again, and I wish you all a rad rest of your week ahead, because we got a few seconds to raid. Goodbye, friends! See you Friday!